Welcome on in, everybody. I, of course, am Dr. DeLay, bringing you more Pirates baseball on the Dr. DeLay Sports Network. The Cubs, of course, winning 3-2 yesterday in extras. The Pirates looking to even up the series today against one of the better lefties around. And, of course, the Pirates do struggle against lefties, specifically this guy, but we'll see again how it goes today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well with everyone here. And, of course, we'll kind of highlight the pitching matchup here. Shota Imanaga going for the Cubbies, 3.91 ERA, whip of a 1.11. However, against the Pirates in his career, he is, 2-0 with a .28 ERA. Has only allowed one run in 32 innings pitched against the Pirates, and that was against Tommy Pham, Mr. Fantastic himself. So, yeah, again, no one on the Pirates has ever scored on him other than Tommy Pham. That is tough. So we'll have to see something different tonight. The Pirates are facing their 8th left-handed starting pitcher in the last 10 days. Teams have kind of figured out the Pirates are just not good against lefties. The Pirates are 9-21 against left-handed starting pitchers. It's just something they are just not built for. But that does mean, though, that they're 14 games above 500 when facing a righty. So one of the best teams in all of baseball, as long as they're not facing a southpaw. But there you go. Again, that is Shota's stats. The Pirates sending out Paul Skeens, 3.43 ERA, whip of a 1.04, 138 strikeouts in 115 innings pitched. So, again, not too bad. Is looking a little bit better as of late. Hopefully he can kind of continue it. Yeah, we'll see, though, of course. And a look at the head-to-head, again, pretty similar, to be honest with you. The one glaring difference is runs allowed in fielding. Cubs, one of the best fielding teams in all of baseball. Very impressive. In fact, it was the defense yesterday of the Cubbies that were able to beat the Pirates. The Pirates had plenty of chances, but, again, just stellar defense. Throwing people out at home, preventing runs from scoring. It was just brutal. So, just unfortunate, but yeah, we'll see again if the Pirates are able to get something going against Shota Imanaga. Starting lineup for the Cubs, we'll start with them since they are batting first. It's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. He'll be leading off playing center. He'll be followed by Seiya Suzuki in right field. Michael Busch at first base. I did not change that dang third base thing. Anyway, whatever. Alex Bregman at third base. Ian Happ in left. Nico Horner is at second. Pedro Ramirez DHing today. Dansby Swanson at short, and Miguel Amaya at catcher. Changed everything except that dang third base thing. Oh, well. Anyway, look at the wild card. I know the season's over to about half the Pirate fan base, but reality says they're 2 games back with 58 games left to go. Still very much alive. Only 3 games back of the Phillies. Crazy to think about it, but the Pirates still have a realistic shot to actually get the 5 seed rather than the 6 seeds. The 4th seed just really not going to happen. I think the Cubs are locked in, but those final 2 spots very much open up for grabs. And a brief look at the National League standings real quick before we're about ready to go underway. Again, the Pirates and Cubs first pitched at 6:40 Eastern Time, 5:40 Central. Pirates in third, Cubs, of course, in second. Don't really think, again, the Cubs are moving from the second spot anytime soon. And a brief look at the American League standings for those interested. All right, so looks like we are about ready, or at least almost ready. Actually, no one has taken the field yet, so bear with me. So we're still about 2 minutes away, I suppose, from getting started. As the Pirates, no one's on the field. I don't know what's going on. The umpires are chatting it over. There is no rain in sight. 83 degrees in Pittsburgh, sunny day. So it should be a really, really nice night for baseball. There is Paul Skeens. He's running on the mound. All right, so we should be ready in about 2 minutes. Thank you guys for hanging out for this one. As always, we'll have the 3D up for you as soon as possible. Appreciate you, Tom, for hanging out. Hopefully, Tom, we'll see. Clock, how's it going? Christopher, that's right. Appreciate you for hanging out. Rob, yeah, Giants win. Good stuff on your Giants. I know it's been a rough season for you. Let's see. Ricky, appreciate you for hanging out. Kylie, thanks for hanging out. As always, Kylie, an OG. Kylie was here last year. Appreciate you, Kylie. Pirates, again, were miserable last year. Tom, thanks for hanging out. Theo, good to see you. Russell, let's see here. Ricky, thank you guys all. Norman, good to see you. Michael, Jersey, yeah, to time you out, just try to not spam the chat. Good to see you, Chris. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for hanging out. And there we go. Yeah, let's get to work. All right, making sure this is reloaded and up to date. And, of course, we'll check out scores probably at the end of every inning since the Pirates aren't the first game on today. And usually that's the case. But, no, sir. Again, Paul Skeens will highlight him. He's on the mound warming up. 3.43 ERA. 138 strikeouts and 115 innings pitched. Whip of a 1.04. And, again, we're going to need him to continue his recent form. He's been pitching a little bit better. All right, Steel Town Girl, how's it going? Scott, thanks for hanging out. Jared, appreciate you for hanging out. Jason, yeah, we need this win for sure. How's it going, Miss Donna? Thank you again for supporting the channel. Need this win. Again, not the end of the world if we lose. But, again, I do think that the Arizona series is more important. So, if I was told before the start of this homestand, who would I rather take 2 games from? Would it be the Cubs or the Diamondbacks? It would 100% be the Diamondbacks. Because the Diamondbacks are more of a threat to us not making the playoffs, as evidenced by that. But I know people will beg to differ, so it is what it is. All right, we are about ready. Pete Crow Armstrong making his way to the plates, batting .285, OPS of .912, 22 homers, 56 RBIs. Hit the solo shot yesterday. The lone Cubs run in regulation, if that is the proper term for baseball. As we're about underway in Pittsburgh, Skeens readies, donning a yellow cap. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Pete Crow Armstrong. I know a lot of people either like him or not. I like him. I like Pete Crow Armstrong. I don't know. I find him very entertaining. The 0-1 to PCA as he gets a piece of it, sends it out to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Reynolds is charging and will toss it in. Pete Crow Armstrong going to stay at first. A leadoff single. A little bloop single for Pete Crow Armstrong. That'll bring up Seiya Suzuki, batting .267, OPS of .828, 17 homers, 54 RBIs. Suzuki was 0 for 4 with a walk, though that one walk brought in a run. Let's go, Bucks. Need to get back on the winning side of things. I do hear you. PCA going to second. Pickoff attempt. No. Wow. So Pete Crow Armstrong took advantage of Skeens that was not really paying attention. And just like that, he is standing at second, and he is very happy. He is a very happy guy. Oh, man. Again, the throw to second. Had it been on target, he would be out for sure. I mean, that was just not a good throw by Paul Skeens. So just like that, a runner in scoring position. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. 97 on the fastball. 0-1 again. That is a problem, because Pete Crow Armstrong can move. Davis, again, really good at throwing out runners, honestly, but now that's taken pretty much away unless he dares to go to third. That's a fastball way upstairs. 101, 95 on the fastball. Again, of course, his velocity, no secret to anyone, is that it's been steadily declining. And that's a little concerning there. 95. 1-1 to Suzuki. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike two, 84 on the sweeper. Draft JG9 for the AZ series. You know what? That'd be pretty cool to talk with him. I don't know if he would be open to that. I don't know. That's going bad frequencies. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out, man. Here's the pitch as that's called. Strike three, struck him out. Woo-hoo! Good stuff there by Skeens to get the backwards K. As there's one away, as heard right here on Dr. Delay. And that'll bring up Michael Bush, batting .241, OPS of .762, 13 homers and 54 RBIs. Yeah, no, thank you very much, Frequencies. Yeah, no, I appreciate your support from last year, man. Again, I'm very thankful to to you for giving me a chance. A lot of people here giving me a chance last year, and that started something. So that's, I very much appreciate that. 1-0 to Bush. What's going, Sam? Welcome on in. Yeah, I hear you, Sam. Yeah, I know. Obviously, I don't want him to have any success against the Pirates, so that's going to be fouled back 1-1. I hope he goes, 0 for whatever the rest of the way. No walks, no nothing. But I do like him. And Alex, good to see you. Appreciate your hanging out. Russell, again, thanks for hanging out. Same with Ricky. 1-1 count to Bush. Skeen sets. Kicks and delivers. Ripped foul. And it's 1-2. I'm a poet. Yeah. Yep. Frequencies, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. So shout out Caleb, Mr. Oren, Tommy, O'Lady. Is that O'Lady? And Mr. No, that's not Mr. Burns. Getting some. I don't know who the other 5th guy would be, but I appreciate you very much. Pickoff attempt, PCA is safe. So W's in the chat for frequencies. A walking W. Thank you very much. Frequencies is a Bears fan, and I believe also a Cubs fan. So he is definitely pulling for the opposite side tonight. 1-2 counts. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Olayed there by Davis. 2-2. Appreciate you, Stone. Thanks for hanging out. Took the Cubbies today, though. Skeens is your guy. Gotcha. I hope Skeens is able to shut down the Cubs as well as the bullpen. The 2-2. Swinging a miss. He struck him out. No, sorry. That is back-to-back strikeouts for the Pirates. And Paul Skeens. That was kind of a changeup away, out of the zone. I should say a splitter. Doesn't really throw the change. That is his changeup, the splitter. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman, batting .237, OPS of .688, 10 homers, 44 RBIs. The pitch, fastball down and away, ball 1. PCA making his way back to second. He took a very big lead there. Cubs and Brewers, gotcha. How's it going, Fear the Beard? Welcome on in. Thank you for your support as well. Thank you all for hanging out. Want to know the pitch as Bregman sends this to right center field. Mangum's on the run towards the warning track, makes the catch. Out number 3, gave it a good ride, but Mangum just kept on going and going and going. Makes the catch, though. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 in Pittsburgh. All right. This is your starting lineup for your Pittsburgh Pirates. Keep in mind, of course, they're facing a lefty. So things, again, not going to be on the, it's not their best lineup, but, it is what it is. All right, Jake Mangum's going to be leading off. He'll be playing in center. Nick Gonzalez batting second at second base. Brian Reynolds in left field. Esmond Valdez in right. Ryan O'Hearn at first. Marcell Ozuna in DH. Jared Chirillo at third. Jacob Gonzalez getting a chance against lefties. Very interesting there. He's playing at short. Henry Davis at catcher. Again, Jacob Gonzalez batting .190 against a left-handed pitching, so that's something we'll just have to look at, and hopefully we're just going to be pulling for him. We're going to pull for obviously everybody here, obviously, for the Pirates, but definitely I'm going to hope that he can figure it out. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Jay, how's it going? Welcome on in. Thank you, Minnie. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I just got to keep putting in the work. Elizabeth, how's it going? I know you pull for the Cubs. A lot of Cubs fans from last year. A lot of Cubs. Sinbin's pulling for the Cubs. I appreciate it. Appreciate you for hanging out. Folks, make sure to check out Sinbin's stream. Just finished the Blue Jays. So hopefully all is well. I'm not too sure if he redirected or not, but I do appreciate it if you did. If you didn't, it's no biggie. Make sure to check out Sinbin's stream. Covers hockey, but again, covers a lot of baseball as well as the WNBA, and also some softball. Softball is really fun. I do, again, like softball. All right. Jake Mangum's batting .305, OPS of .729, 2 homers, 21 RBIs on the season. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate it. 33 subs away from 10,300. Trying to get there by the end of tomorrow. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate it. As Mangum pops it up, that's going back foul. It's 0-1. Again, Shota Imanaga, 3.91 ERA, whip of a 1.11, 109 strikeouts, and 115 innings pitched. He is really good. Here's the 0-1 of Mangum. That's away, 1-1. Again, Imanaga, through 32 innings pitched against the Pirates, has only allowed one earned run. But again, that was Tommy Pham last year. A solo shot. 1-1 to Mangum. Imanaga kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 to Mangum. Can he help the Brewers by beating the Cubs today? We're going to try. First time in the stream. Appreciate you, Al. Thanks for hanging. Let's go, Bucks. Let's go, Bucks. 1-2 count. Imanaga sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Swanson with it, throws to first. And looks like he is out by a step. Hustling down the line as always. That'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez. Gonzalez batting .312. OPS of 781. 6 homers, 47 RBIs. And thank you, Kirk, but I promise you, I'm going to pull for the Pirates. Business-wise, it actually is hurting me, but it is what it is. I don't care. I'm a Pirates fan. I don't know. Definitely not going to switch allegiances ever, as that's going to be away ball 1 to Speedy Gonzalez. And Gonzalez batting .312. One of the better contact hitters in all of baseball. The 1-0 as Gonzalez fouls his back 1-1. Pulling for the Pirates. Always pull for the Pirates. He's got our number. He does. Doing Twitch. I mean, I have it. I just haven't really worried about the restream. I should. Here's the 1-1. That's a ground ball to second. Horner with it. Tosses to first for out number 2. 2 away real quickly. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds batting .272, OPS of 842, 14 homers, 59 RBIs. Reynolds, O'Hearn, and Lau have really struggled since their return from the break. Even Valdez, though he is still drawing walks. It has been quite a bad stretch for the Pirates since returning, as that's a chopper to third. Bregman with it, throws to first. Did he get him? He did. Reynolds hustling, but no, sir. We go to the top of the second, 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Due up for the Cubs will be Alex. No. It's Ian Happ, Nico Horner, Pedro Ramirez. Don't need restream doing an OBS. All right, well, I'm going to have to talk to you off camera then and help me out there. Appreciate it. Because that would make things easy. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Anywho, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to 10,300 by the end of the weekend. We are Franco Harris subscribers away from accomplishing that. All right, the Padres over the Marlins 6-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Again, that technically is fine. Though, of course, the Padres, if they are to hold on, they would have the same record. So I guess it doesn't matter for tomorrow's game. But, yeah, the Marlins, after an amazing June, having a horrible July. All right, the Yankees and the Phillies 1-1. Obviously, Pirates fans pulling for the Yankees. Obviously, don't want to, but you kind of have to. The Pirates, again, only 3 games back of the Phillies. Definitely very much doable still. Cleveland, Tampa Bay 0-0. And that is all final scores. All right, so we have some good news. The Royals over the Tigers 3-2. The good news is the Nationals did defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-3. So now the Pirates right now a game and a half back. And if they were to, of course, win, only a game back of that final spot with, of course, again, a series Monday through Wednesday against the Diamondbacks. Giants 9, Angels 2, and the Blue Jays 6, Red Sox nothing. Again, Sinbin covering that game. All right, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Glock is pounding the ground. He's punching the air. Yeah, quick inning. That is always tough. Definitely, again, against a guy you want to see out of the game. Yeah, definitely, I agree. Thank you for the subs. I do appreciate that. We're now Jalen Warren subscribers away from 10,300. Hap at the plate. Here is the pitch. Sweeper in there for a called strike, 0-1. It is my understanding that Hap has had success against Skeens. I don't have the numbers on me, so this could be he could be a problem bat tonight. Usually is against the Pirates. The pitch, that's downstairs, 1-1. Usually, if you're born around the area of Pittsburgh, you will torment the Pirates. He's batting .223, OPS of 766, 18 homers, 45 RBIs on the season. Skeens readies. Begins the windup. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 97 on the fastball. How many runs will the Buccos have? I'm thinking 8. Brian, you're thinking 8. Man, I would love that over the next 2 days. Again, it's really hard for the Pirates to score against lefties. They're just not built for that. The 1-2 to Hap as Hap fouls this back. Still 1-2. I hope so, but that is a lot to ask for. Let's go, Bucks. Cardinals, Reds, rain delay. I did not see that. I mean, it's possible. If it says it, I'm going to assume it's true. Here's the pitch. Misses inside with the sinker. 2-2. Davis trying to frame it. That wasn't really close. Thank goodness he didn't challenge. 2-2. Skeen sets, kicks, and deals. That's a fastball way outside. 3-2 to Ian Happ. Let's go, Denny. Welcome on in. Shirley hitting .455 last 7 games. Yeah, he's playing. I mean, that batting average going up a little bit. Almost at .250. The 3-2, and that's going to be hooking foul. We'll do it again. Again, the Cubs now eating into that pitch count. Skeens at 20 pitches. Not bad, but you definitely would like him to go at least 6 innings. Again, that has to be the standard from these starters to help out that bullpen, because the less we see of the bullpen, the better. The 3-2, that's going to be ripped foul as Hap will happily see another pitch. The Pirates have not been doing well against lefties, not since the All-Star break. They are 0-3 against lefties since the break. Again, 8 of the last 10 games have been against left-handed pitchers. And they've been, since the break, though, they've been just not good. No bueno. The 3-2 to Hap. Called. Strike 3. Struck him out. Backwards K. 3 strikeouts for Skeens. And that'll bring up Nico Horner. He's batting .244, OPS of 646, 4 homers, 43 RBIs. Need this one, yep. Definitely. Well, I mean, I don't know if we need it, but definitely want it for sure. Helps us out in the future. The pitch, and that's a sweeper in there for a called strike, 0-1. Again, the Diamondbacks losing does, it helps, but obviously, yeah, you want to make up some ground. Everyone's, of course, like, oh, the Pirates are around 500. You can't go to the playoffs around 500. Well, again, they're only a game and a half back. That does imply that everyone's around 500. I'm not saying I'd be happy with that. But, there's still, again, plenty of season to go. The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2 to Nico Horner. Horner stumbling after the big swing. He was trying to get the Cubs on the board there. The 0-2 sweeper checked his swing. Didn't go. It's 1-2. Thank you for the subscription there. And again, it is free to subscribe. Appreciate that. Don't put Isert in. Yeah, Isert. No bueno. 1-2. He kicks, he fires. That's once again foul back the Cubs. Again, just eating into that pitch count. Skeens at 26 pitches. Here with 1 out in the second. You've mentioned that before. Yeah, I need to figure that out. 1-2 to Horner, the pitch, as that is popped up. Is it playable? Davis takes his mask off. He's under it and makes the catch. for out number 2, and that'll bring up Pedro Ramirez, batting .284, OPS of .757, 1 homer and 11 RBIs. Davis hitting .286 in the last 7. There we go. Again, his OPS now over 600 entering today. Would be good to see that. Just hopefully he doesn't go back under it. Here is the pitch from Skeens. Fastball inside, ball 196 on the fastball. 1-0 to Ramirez. Skeens sets, kicks, and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 97 on the fastball. Fastball a little bit elevated. Ramirez again batting .284. Pretty solid batting average, especially in today's day and age of baseball. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 97 just blew it right past him. 1-2 to Ramirez. Mean Skeens. Feel better about the starters? Yeah, I would agree. I feel a lot better as of late. We're kind of seeing that potential that we were all promised. But need to see more of that going forward. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball in the outside corner. 98. That is 4 strikeouts for Paul Skeens. We go to the bottom of the second. 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Oh, that is incorrect. All right, 2 up for the Pirates will be Esmeralyn Valdez, Ryan O'Hearn, and Marcell Ozuna. Yeah, definitely ready for the offense to get their guys back there, Theo. I agree. Again, Endy, hopefully Endy very soon. Same thing with Horwitz. I'm thinking Horwitz could be tomorrow or Monday. I really do. You heard it here first. I think Horwitz is on his way back. Endy could be maybe the middle of next week. We shall see. Again, Cruz expected back in middle of August. And, of course, Griffin looking like September. Which that is a bummer. Folks, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Hit that like button. Again, of course, likes just push out the stream to more potential viewers. And, of course, tells YouTube that the channel is doing a good job. So make sure again to hit that like button. Trying to get to 150. Yesterday we crushed it over 200. Again, that's been like the standard lately, over 200. So I do appreciate that. That does help out the channel a lot. Again, thank you very much, Russell. I appreciate it. Referring to Skeens pitching. Oh, I got you. I don't think anyone's going to jump on you, Sam. Endy has missed for sure. Yes, Endy has been pretty good. Again, appreciate you, Backroad, for hanging out. Evening to you as well. Yeah, Endy being like the main guy, that is good. But it just seems like he's injury prone, and hopefully he is, as good as he was when he left. So again, hopefully we can see this offense liven up here. It has been rough again against just lefties. 9-21 on the year. That's just not good. The pitch, and that misses upstairs. Ball 1. Esmeralyn Valdez at the plate, batting .282, OPS of 1062, 13 homers, 34 RBIs on the season. 1-0. Imanaga delivers. That's inside. Ball 2. Just his 10th pitch, by the way, of the game. I mean, that's something that the Pirates need to. If you're struggling, you may as well just work that count. 2-0, the pitch. That's inside. 3-0, 81 on the splitter. Let's go on Mello. LSU fan, appreciate you for hanging out. LSU will probably be the bad guys of college football this year. That's going to be downstairs. Called a strike, 3-1. Bad call there by the umpire. Can't think of his name. The coach, Coach Kiffin. Yeah, that guy. I'm not a fan of Kiffin. I don't like Kiffin at all. But you guys will definitely be the bad guys for sure. That'll be fun. 3-1 to Valdez. He kicks, he deals. That's off the plate. Ball 4. That'll work. That's taking pitches. So Valdez walks. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn. Again, another guy that's struggling. As of late, batting .277, OPS of 801, 16 homers, 64 RBIs. And he's hurt all the time, yep. Shota sets, looking over at Valdez. Looks over again. The pitch, and that's taken right down the middle for a called strike. It's 0-1. You're a Twins fan, but watch you. Oh, appreciate you, Travis. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, that's tough. The Twins, they still have a shot. They still have a good shot. Just not really a fan of their manager. The 0-1, that's a sweeper down and away. 1-1, 81 on the sweeper. Don't want none. He doesn't want none of Valdez, man. That guy has been great. Imanaga sets, looks over at first. The pitch, sweeper down and away, 2-1. The Pirates showing a little bit more patience. So far, it's working to start the second inning. Pokey, how's it going? Welcome on in. 2-1. Imanaga, again, checking on Valdez constantly. The pitch, as he sends it to right, and Suzuki stumbling and makes the catch for out number 1. That was an awkward-looking catch. But, hey, it's an out. Waiting for his pitch. Had a decent one. It was a hanging breaking ball. That is out number 1. That'll bring up Marcell Ozuna, batting .203. OPS of .618, 8 homers, 28 RBIs. Exit velocity of 102.5. I mean, that's just... again, he did kind of see it well. Here is the pitch. Fastball high. Ball 1. 91 on the fastball. Yeah, everyone's going to feel bad for Travis, for the manager. But again, the Twins still very much in it. They have a shot. 1-0 count. He kicks. He fires. That's upstairs 2-0. Well, we have our own manager problems, so, you know. Everyone has, I don't know, their own issues. Maybe not the Dodgers, but, you know. Anyway, 2-0. Imanaga sets, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be sent out to center field. PCA almost lost in the sun, but then makes the catch for out number 2. That was pretty awkward looking, but again, makes the catch. So back-to-back awkward catches by Chicago. I don't know if he's yelling at... No, he's talking to his bullpen. I was wondering if it's another incident with the fan. That would be pretty crazy. But no, sir. All right, that'll bring up Jared Triolo, batting .248, OPS of .635, 1 homer, 19 RBIs on the season. Imanaga sets, and pickoff attempt. Valdez is safe. Good save by Bush. If not, then that is definitely putting Valdez at second. So Jay Buckets, yeah, it's, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of the way it was yesterday. Low scoring. We'll see. But it does feel like it. Here's the pitch. And that's way upstairs. Ball 1, 90 on the fastball. Doesn't have the velocity, of course, but velocity isn't everything. Sorry, getting heartbroken year in, year out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get heartbroken anymore. It's just kind of the status quo, as that's going to find the strike zone there at the knees, 1-1. At least for the Pirates. Steelers, again, there's still always belief in the Steelers. Pirates, it's like, yeah, just happy to be here. At least that's my mindset. 1-1 count. The pitch as Triolo sends this to left center field. Pete Crow Armstrong making his way back under it, makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the top of the third. 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Due up for the Cubs will be Dansby Swanson, Miguel Amaya, and Pete Crow Armstrong. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. We'll check out scores real quick. Across the MLB, the Padres leading 6-2 over the Marlins. The Yankees and Phillies tied at 1 apiece. Cleveland, Tampa Bay 0-0. Atlanta, Baltimore 0-0. Houston, Chicago 0-0. And Colorado, Milwaukee 0-0. And again, the final scores: Royals over the Tigers 3-2. Nationals over the Diamondbacks 5-3. Giants 9, Angels 2. And the Blue Jays shutting out the Red Sox 6-0. And thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. We are now Marshall Falk subscribers away from 10,300. Again, trying to get there by the end of the weekend. Would be pretty cool. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. At the likes, we're at 104. Again, we're trying to get to 150. That is the usual minimum for Pirate games. I'll just try to keep that streak going. Over under 7.5 this game. Bucks expect some offense. All right. Probably from the bullpen. Yeah, the bullpens. It's not the Twins, it's the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. Steel Nation all day. You know it's. Jay did under 7.5. Tigers will pass the Twins. No. Kansas City. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate that. Really do. We're at 26 away. I think the Royals are just too far down. All right. It's going to be Dansby Swanson at the plates whenever we do return, batting .213, OPS of 701, 16 homers, 59 RBIs. As he looks at a pitch downstairs, 1-0. And the Tigers were starting off pretty good whenever they got Schoolwell back, but lately they've been kind of evening out as well, as that's downstairs 2-0. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate it. Rodanian Tomlinson subscribers away. Roberto Clemente as well. Yeah, I always catch a lot of flack because, again, it's football. Football's on the mind. Baseball is pretty much second. So that's off the plate there. 3-0 to Swanson. That's always, every time I mention that. 21 subs away, LaDainian Tomlinson's like, Roberto Clemente. I'm like, I get it. I'm sorry. Again, it's always football. As that's upstairs. Ball 4. Skeen's having something else on the mind as well, as that is a leadoff walk. So Swanson at first with Miguel Amaya at the plate, batting .232, OPS of 705, 3 homers, 15 RBIs on the season. Skeen sets. Kicks and fires fastball downstairs. Ball 1. So not a good start for Skeens here in the third. Oh, I hear you, Norman. Yeah, no, definitely much better than last year. Not even close. 1-0. Pickoff attempt. Almost. Oh, and he did throw it away. Oh, my goodness. And Swanson's rounding second. He's going to third. And, yeah, that's just not good. Skeens has put a runner at third. I mean, that's just bad. Again, just not even finding the strike zone, and then just the pickoff was so bad. Oh, my goodness. What in the world? Almost hits the umpire. So now Swanson at third with nobody out. Appreciate you, Mr. Robert, for hanging out. So that is an error of the pitch, as that's going to be fouled back 1-1. That's going to be definitely, I don't know how Skeen's going to get out of this. Very much a bummer there. Was that on Skeens? 100% on Skeens. That was a horrible throw. And, of course, again, he's the one that just walked the guy, as that's inside. Oh, and it hits him. Just got a piece of him. So a hit by pitch. Runners on the corner. Still nobody out. Pete Kerr Armstrong at the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the day. The only guy with a hit today for either team. Oh, my goodness. Just, I mean, I don't even know how it hit him. I didn't see that. Looks like it just got a piece of it. All right. Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate. Runners on the corners, nobody out. The pitch, and that's downstairs. Ball 188 on the changeup. Yikes, indeed. Definitely, all of a sudden, has lost all the control again. Was on a kind of a groove there. 4 strikeouts. The 1-0 to PCA. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 96 on the fastball. Yeah, that bloop single by PCA to start the game. I mean, it was just kind of unfortunate. Started mowing down batters, but then now he's wild. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Strike 2. 96 at the knees there. PCA could not catch up. 1-2 to PCA. Your talent believes. Backroad saying 8-6 Pirates in the 11th. That would be a lot of runs. That would be quite the game. I will take it, though. 1-2. Skeen sets the pitch. Fastball upstairs. 2-2 to Pete Crow Armstrong. The 2-2, and that's outside. 3-2, 97 on the fastball. Cubs again threatening. Runners on the corners, nobody out. The pitch. Called strike 3 right down the middle. He was just being patient. It costs him. He struck him out. That is Skeens' 5th strikeout. Everything was pretty wild. That one right down the middle. And he knew it immediately. Pete Crow Armstrong was just figuring that, hey, he's been so wild. There's no way that's happening. That'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. Backwards K there in his first appearance, as that's going to be fouled back 0-1. Again, runners on the corners, 1 out. Looks like his bat kind of broke. So he's going to need a new bat. Skeens at 45 pitches. Here in the 3rd inning. Get any help from the loss? Just other teams lost. But for today, the Diamondbacks lost, which is really good for us. 0-1 count. Skeens sets the pitch. Sweeper in there, and it's 0-2. 86 on the sweeper. Thank you, Bill, for the jewels. I appreciate it. W's in the chat for Bill. 0-2 count. The pitch. Fastball. Oh, man. Davis going to challenge. I think he's going to win this. I think it caught it. I'm pretty sure it did. I sure hope so. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Another backwards K for Skeens. His 6th strikeout of the game. Pirates using ABS to their advantage. I mean, that is so rare. The worst challenging team in all of baseball. Again, that is a fact. That is an actual statistical fact. And that'll bring up Michael Bush. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Skeens readies and delivers. Swing and a miss. Sweeper chased it. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 to Bush. That was... Man, still not out of it, though. Again, the Cubs still threatening. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. 0-1 count the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 86. Backdoored him on the sweeper. Oh, and 2 to Bush. Pirate faithful getting loud. They are standing. Skeens checks on at first. The pitch. Bush sends this to center field. Mangum is backing up. He's at the track and makes the catch for out number 3. They get out of it. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Definitely needed that one. Thank you for the subs. I do very much appreciate that. We are now Johnny Unitas subscribers away from 10,300. Do it for the Pirates will be Jacob Gonzalez, Henry Davis, Jake Mangum. Definitely needed that. Oh, my goodness. Skeens got himself in a pretty tough situation with, again, the walk. Not competitive at all. And then, of course, misses badly on the pickoff attempt. Swanson goes to third. Then, of course, he hits Amaya. All that, again, with nobody out. Runners on the corners and struck him out, and he gets the flyouts. Pirates will have to just try to figure out Imanaga again, a guy that has just dominated the Pirates now. 34 innings in his career against the Pirates. He's only allowed 1 earned run. So the Pirates just need to get that. They need to stop that. That's a bad trend for the Pirates. Skiing 6 plus already. Okay, good stuff there, Stone. Juju subscribers, that is true. Yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't know. I like Juju, but at the same time, I don't know. It ended pretty badly. I mean, the dancing on the logos was just so stupid. So, a little sour there, but, you know, I still like him. I think he has a good heart. Oh, that 2020 year was just unfortunate. All right, it's going to be Jacob Gonzalez to lead off for the Pirates again. Does struggle mightily against lefties, batting 190 on the year. Doesn't really have that many at-bats, but still not the greatest. But yeah, batting 252, OPS of 736. 4 home runs, 22 RBIs on the season. As they're showing the replay there, Bush sending it to center, and Mangum was mentioning, I guess, that he had trouble seeing it as that misses high and in. Ball 1 to Gonzalez. Want to know, Imanaga sets, kicks, and delivers. Fastball in there. It's 1-1, 91 on the fastball. Well, the stats, yeah, well, I mean, I can't take credit for that, really. Very little research was really done, to be honest. I could do more. Here's the 1-1 to Gonzalez. Sweeper outside, 2-1. The days of him riding his bike, yep. Oh, those were fun. When he was, just coming on as a rookie. Yeah, he was. I definitely saw it much differently then. Here's the 2-1. Gonzalez pops it up. That's going to be out of play, 2-2. Browns will always be the Browns. Yep. Go Cubbies. Appreciate you, Rich, for hanging out. I say go Pirates, though. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate it. Peyton Manning subscribers away. From 10,300. Here is the pitch. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Struck out looking at the knees. 1 down. That'll bring up Henry Davis. Knocked in the only run in the regulation yesterday. Again, I don't really know. Just normal 9 innings. I don't know. Anyway, batting 172, OPS of 601, 8 homers, 28 RBIs on the season. Again, an OPS now over 600. Davis showing bunt. Called strike. That's low. Umpire has been favorable towards the Cubs. Again, it's just felt like honestly, it hasn't been too much of a problem. But since the All-Star break, again, the Cleveland umpire pretty bad. The Yankees, that's going to be ripped foul, 0-2. But all of a sudden, the umpires have been more favorable towards whoever's playing the Pirates. It's really weird. But, I mean, it hasn't been an issue all year. Since the All-Star break, though, I don't know what's going on. 0-2 count. Imanaga sets. Catcher setting up high. The pitch, and that's away. 1-2, 82 on the splitter. Juju Burfict. Yeah, that was pretty cool. When he humbled Burfict, that was a legendary moment. Yes, I remember watching that. That was great. 1-2 to Davis. Davis sends this to right field. Suzuki jogging on over to his left, coming in, settles, and makes the catch. Out number 2. Imanaga, by the way, 32 pitches. That flips the lineup over, and that'll bring up Jake Mangum 0 for 2. Oh, you were spamming there, 1,000 Swords. You know what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. All right, Mangum again grounded out in his first appearance. The pitch shows bunt, pulls back, strike 1. 91 at the knees. Umps don't want to see us winning. Apparently not. 0-1 to Mangum, the pitch. Mangum fouls this back 0-2. Pirates, again, have only had the walk from Valdez, and that is it. Mangum will ask for time. Neil Walker, 18, yep. NDB healed. Yep, we definitely miss Endy. Appreciate you, Burley, for hanging out. Bacon lemons for you, as always. 0-2 to Mangum as he steps back in the box. And if you're just tuning in, 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Imanaga sets, kicks, and fires way upstairs, 1-2. To Jake Mangum. And enter today batting .305. Again, just Pirates have some quality hitters. It's just a shame, again, that they're 4 starters out. That is just tough. Here's the 1-2. Mangum slices this foul. We'll do it again. Imanaga at 36 pitches. Again, that is a pace that can definitely go 7-8 innings. One and two. The pitch. And that's going to be hit to third. Oh, it's off Bregman's glove as it goes into the outfield. Swanson's chasing after it. Mangum going to settle down at first, and the throw gets away. Mangum's going to go to second. So it's a single, but of course advances to second on the pretty erratic throw from Swanson trying to make a play. And instead, it kind of gives Mangum an extra base. All right, we'll see if the Pirates can take advantage with Speedy Gonzalez at the plates. And Gonzalez 0 for 1 on the day. Flores is not a starter there, Alex. Come on, you should know that. No, Flores. No. All right, Mangum at second. Gonzalez at the plate. Imanaga delivers. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. Strike one. Swanson with a nice sliding stop and just turns and throws. Did not see where he's looking. Man. So 0-1 to Gonzalez. Can he get something going? Imanaga sets, kicks, and fires. That's downstairs in the dirt. 1-1. Well, thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. 1-1 to Gonzalez. Imanaga at pitch number 39. He looks back. Looks back again. The pitch as Gonzalez fouls us back 1-2 to Nicky G. One and two to Gonzalez. Imanaga readies, rocks, and fires. That's once again fouled back. Still 1-2. Mangum taking his lead again. 1-2 to Gonzalez. Imanaga readies. Catcher setting up high. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That was a splitter in the dirt. Catcher maybe messing with him, not too sure. Pirates strand Mangum. We go to the top of the 4-0-0 in Pittsburgh. Due up for the Cubs will be Alex Bregman, Ian Happ, and Nico Horner. All right, let me check out scores real quick again. Thank you guys for hanging out for this one. Tampa Bay Rays winning. We'll check that out right now. All right, the Yankees and the Phillies 1-1. The Indians and the Rays 0-0. So no, sir. A lot of low-scoring games right now. I guess a lot of stuff has just started. Colorado, Milwaukee 0-0. Atlanta, Baltimore 0-0. 0-0 there in Chicago, Minnesota, and New York. The Cardinals, though, do lead 1-0 over the Reds. And the Rangers lead 2-0 over the Mariners. Final scores. The Padres did just defeat the Marlins 7-2. The Marlins have lost 11 in a row. Man, oh man, that is crazy considering they were looking like they might be sneaking, pardon me, in the playoffs. But again, that's why you play 162. You never know what can happen. But yeah, Padres now 52 and 53. And I want to say now they'll have the tiebreaker over the Marlins. Anyway, Blue Jays 6, Red Sox nothing, Giants 9, Angels 2, Nationals 5, Diamondbacks 3. Again, that's good news for the Pirates. And the Royals 3, Tigers 2. All right. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Let me go ahead and check on the likes. We're at 156. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. We hit our goal. We'll try to get to 200 likes. Again, all it does is pushes out the stream to more potential viewers. And, of course, tells YouTube that the channel is doing a good job. That is all. That is all it does. Really, though, trying to get the first one. Again, more eyes is always great. So I do appreciate that. Again, 18 subs away from 10,300. Trying to get to that by the end of the weekend. That's in there for a called strike 0-1. Alex Bregman again 0 for 1 on the day. As again, he's up there to start the 4th inning. Skeens rocks and fires. That's a chopper foul, and it's 0-2. Unfortunate, Gregory. Yes, very much. Thank you, Pokey. Appreciate it. Yep. Very nice indeed. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. We're Mike Wallace subscribers away from 10,300. The 0-2 way upstairs. 1-2. And sorry, Saul Hill, I already mentioned the Rays and the Indians tied 0 apiece. 0-0. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Paul Skeens. Looking pretty good. That'll bring up Ian Happ, who struck out looking in his first appearance. Backwards K is a strikeout with no swing. Ambright, appreciate you for hanging out. Ambright also an OG. Here is the pitch, as that's going to be found back 0-1. Tomo Japan, Ohio, welcome on in. Hopefully all is well. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. We are now Charlie Batch subscribers away from 10,300. 0-1 to Happ, who again has had a lot of success against Skeens the pitch. That's taken outside 1-1. Backwards K means the batter was just looking. There you go. 1-1 counts. Here is the pitch. Sweeper in there for a called strike. 1-2, 84 on it. Shout out to Bill, Ben, and Zach. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, you three, for hanging out. Here is the 1-2 to Happ. Way outside goes the fastball. 2-2. Happened to the Pirates offense. Well, they played lefties 8 of the last 10 days. And also, they have 4 starters out. So I don't know. I mean, they honestly were performing very well considering all the injuries to the team. The 2-2, that's fouled back. Staying alive. But yeah, they've played starters 8 of the last 10 days. And we know, or lefty starters. And we know the Pirates are just bad against lefties. 9-21 on the year against left-handed pitching. So teams know that, and they're going to try to work their starters, their lefties, against the Pirates. The 2-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is 8 strikeouts for Paul Skeens. Skeens at 60 pitches, by the way, here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up Nico Horner 0 for 1 on the day. Rays have scored a run. There you go. Rays are leading. Skeens sets to face Horner as he rocks and delivers. That's upstairs on the splitter 1-0. Rays now have 2 runs. Skeens throwing them darts. Not throw a dart over to first earlier, but made up for it. 1-0 to Horner. He kicks and delivers a fastball outside 2-0. 98 on the fastball. That's at least a little bit better. Gonna see that. Again, he had one at 95. Again, that velocity just keeps on going down. 2-0 to Horner. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 97. Right down the middle. 2-1. 2-1 count to Horner. Here is the pitch. That's off the plate. 3-1 to Horner. Is Olivia in the crowd? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Have not shown her if she is. The 3-1, that's going to be fouled back 3-2. Skeens ready. He's again at 65 pitches. He kicks. He fires. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Horner thinking about it. Does not challenge. He struck out the side. He's at 9 strikeouts as we go to the bottom of the 4-0-0 in Pittsburgh. Hopefully we can get something going here on offense, since the Pirates again just struggling mightily against lefties, especially as of, well, since the All-Star break begun. Ryan Reynolds, Esmeralyn Valdez, and Ryan O'Hearn due up for the Pirates. How's it going, Jeff? Welcome on in. You can't touch this. No, 9 strikeouts. Really good. The lone hit was the bloop single by PCA to begin the ball game. Thank you, Lot. Thank you, Bill, for the jewels. Appreciate it. W's in the chat for Lot and Bill. Very much appreciated. Again, make sure, of course, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We're at 177 likes again, trying to get to 200. I do appreciate that. We are way over our goal lately. We've been getting over 200 for baseball. Very, very, very good. I appreciate that. Very much appreciate it. Again, the ticker, though, for football, NFL football, 46 days away, or at least, the regular season. We do cover a bunch of that, so make sure, again, to sub for that. We're a football channel, believe it or not. Football, football, football. Lots of football coming your way. 5 NFL games at least every single week. All 3 of these batters this inning are due to do something. I agree, Dave. I mean, it's been a rough stretch, especially for Reynolds and O'Hearn. Valdez again also, but at least he's been walking and getting on base. You are correct. You are correct. There's a lot left. Yeah. Yeah, no, everyone got 1,000 apparently. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool that they did that. But I think once you use your 1,000, that is it. All right, again, it's going to be Reynolds, Valdez, O'Hearn. Reynolds grounded out in his first appearance. We'll see if he can get something going against Imanaga. The pitch as Reynolds sends this foul, 0-1. Up the chat now, but when I go to your phone later, I don't know. I'm sorry, Scott. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. Just the Hall of Fame game there, Jeff. That is it. Here's the 0-1 as Reynolds skies this to left. Swanson on the run. Still on the run and makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Pretty quick at bat there. Yamanaga again at 44 pitches. That'll bring up Esmeralyn. Pardon my voice there. Esmeralyn Valdez walked in his first appearance. Valdez and Mangum, the only guys to get on base. Hey, with the Steelers after they play your Bills. Gotcha. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1. 73 on the curveball. Oh and 1. He kicks, he fires, swing and a miss, splitter outside, and it's 0-2. Yamanaga just making quick work. Third inning was a little bit better from the Pirates, though, as far as working that pitch count. The 0-2, swing and a miss, he struck him out. That is just tough. 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 1 on the day. Hopefully, Pirates face a lot more righties from here on out. Because, like I said, I mean, it's been a tough stretch against a bunch of lefties. Yamanaga kicks and delivers. Sweeper away, checked his swing. Did not go 1-0. And it is now 35 innings of dominance for Shota Yamanaga. Again, only 1 earned run against Yamanaga for the Pirates in, again, in just all of history, I guess, technically, as that's going to be upstairs 2-0. But yeah, 35 innings. He's only allowed 1 run against the Pirates. And thank you very much. I appreciate that. 15 subs away. Bart Starr, subscribers away. 2-0, the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. That'll drop in for a base hit, a 2-out single for Ryan O'Hearn. All right, we'll see if the Pirates can make any 2-out magic happen. Again, that's seemingly been the case, or at least, you know, getting their base runners with 2 outs. Again, of course, playing lefties not their strong suit. As Marcell Ozuna make his way up to the plate. 0 for 1 on the day. Yamanaga kicks and delivers. That's downstairs, ball 1. 1-0. Tim Tebow subs away. There we go. John 316. Yep. 15. Tim Tebow. I like Tim Tebow, just not for 1 game. That was a bummer. That was a bummer of a game. 1-0 counts. The pitch as Ozuna sends this to right field. Suzuki already under it. Makes the catch for out number 3. Pretty quick inning. We go to the top of the 5th. 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Just a quick moving game. Kind of like yesterday. Due up for the Cubs will be Pedro Ramirez, Dansby Swanson, and Miguel Amaya. All right. Again, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Oh, man. We are Brandon Eisert subscribers away. Brandon Eisert subscribers away from 10,300. All right. The Yankees leading 2-1 over the Phillies. The Rays lead 2-0 over the Indians. Braves and the Orioles 0-0. White Sox and Astros 0-0. Brewers leading 2-0 over the Rockies. Cardinals 1, Reds nothing. The Athletics and the Twins 0-0. Dodgers Mets 0-0. All right, we have the Rangers leading 3-0 over the Mariners. And again, earlier today, the Nationals over the Diamondbacks 5-3. Royals over the Tigers 3-2. Giants over the Angels 9-2. Blue Jays 6. Red Sox nothing. And the Padres over the Marlins 7-2. So both results that have happened so far as the National League wildcard race have went for the Pirates. Really both these teams, to be honest with you, but more so for the Pirates. With the Cubs, again, I do think they will be, I think they're going to be that 4 wild card spot. All right, let's look back. How's it going? Magic, welcome on in. Last 2 days, only 2 out singles. Yeah, again, it's been tough. It's been tough. Again, we're just playing a lot of lefties lately. That's just not the strength of this team. They're just not going to win against lefties. Right? Yeah, I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I mean, the Steelers, George Pickens. You know, Sam Darnold, Andy Dalton. We're going to shout out Brandon Eisert. Maybe that's what helps him out. As we're back in action, that finds the strike zone there. 0-1. This is Pedro Ramirez. Ramirez 0 for 1 of the day. Skeens at 67 pitches to start the 5th inning. 0-1 count to Ramirez. The pitch as Ramirez pops it up. Davis moving back. He appears to be under it and makes the catch. That's good for out number 1. Again, the one disadvantage of all the strikeouts is that it does eat the pitch count. You'd rather see that, like 2 pitches, and that is it. That'll bring up Dansby Swanson, who walked in his first appearance. Again, just a pretty bizarre sequence there. Couldn't find the strike zone on Swanson, and then failed to pick him off. That moved Swanson to 3rd. As here's the pitch. Sweeper, swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 to Swanson. Everyone loves Chicago. That is tough. 0-1. Here is the pitch. Fastball high. 1-1. 97 on the fastball. Pulling for the Rockies. Yeah, we're all pulling for the Rockies, of course. 1-1 to Swanson. That's going to be sent out to center field. Mangum coming in. That's going to drop for a base hit. So Swanson has been on base both times in his appearances tonight. That'll bring up Miguel Amaya, who was hit by a pitch in his first appearance. Tebow shot us endeavor, did he? Porter, I don't think, wasn't even on the team. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. It's 0-1. All right, 0-1 to Amaya. Again, thank you for the subs. I do appreciate that. 12 subs away. Terry Bradshaw, subscribers away from 10,300. Oh, 1 count. Skeens looks over at first. Pickoff attempt. No, sir. He is safe. Yeah, I don't remember that one at all, Bill. That's interesting. Here's the 0-1 swing and a miss. Strike 2, 85 on the sweeper. Jeff is not pulling for the Rockies. Jeff, again, a Brewers fan. Jeff will happily be pulling for his Brewers. Let's go on, Foxy. Welcome on in. 100K. I don't know. That's definitely a while from now. I appreciate it, Foxy, for hanging out. Thank you, though, for your support. 0-2 to Amaya. Skeens at 73. The pitch. That's downstairs. 1-2. 86 on the sweeper. Again, if you're just joining us, 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Runner on first, 1 out. Swanson chilling at first, talking it up with O'Hearn. Skeens checks on Swanson. The pitch, and that's going to be hit to right. That'll drop in for a base hit. Valdez is there to throw it in. Back-to-back singles for the Cubs. Again, that part of the order, 8 and 9. They have gone on base all 4 times tonight. Interesting. That'll bring up Pete Crow-Armstrong, who was the other guy to get on base as well. He's 1 for 2. All right, so maybe a little bit of trouble here once again. Brewing for the Pirates. Skeen sets. Facing Pete Crow Armstrong. The pitch, and that's downstairs, ball 1. Let's go, Josh. Welcome on in. Just getting into the TV, another low-scoring game. Oh, yeah. Right now it's just 0-0. Most likely not going to be too crazy. The 1-0 as PCA crushes this to right. It is a foul ball. They didn't even show where it went, but that was crushed. And it's 1-1. Let's go ahead, Jacob. Welcome on in. Going to the game tomorrow. Nice. Let's go, Bucks. Appreciate you, Scott, for hanging out. Pickoff attempt. This one is on target, but not in time. All right, 1-1 counts. Runners on first and second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 87 on the changeup. One and 2 to PCA. On deck is Seiya Suzuki. And the Cubs have a lot of quality players. 1-2 counts. Skeen sets. Looks back at Swanson. The pitch. And that's grounded foul. Still 1-2. Skeen's at 79 pitches. Animation's pretty close. Live action. Oh, that's good. That is good. Let's go on, Callie. Welcome on in. 1-2 to PCA. And, oh, Skeens looks back. Swanson to the bag. That's his second disengagement. So that might... I don't know. The double steal could be on. Hit and run. I'm not too sure. But regardless, it's 1-2 to PCA. The pitch. That's high. 2-2. 96 on the fastball. PCA's a beast. Yeah, no, he is really good. 2-2. The pitch. That's going to be scooped out to right center field. Mangum is on the run. That ball is a one-hopper off the wall. Mangum throws it in. One run's going to score. And looks like that is it. But, yeah, that is a RBI double for Pete Crow Armstrong. The Cubs lead 1-0. Looks like that was a splitter downstairs. PCA chases it, but gets a pretty good jolt into that one. That is tough. All right, that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki, who struck out twice in this one. Again, runners on second and third. With just one out the pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. Let's go on, Eric. Welcome on in. That's just, he can't do it again. If he does, he's got to make sure he picks him off. Want to know the pitch as Suzuki sends this to right. That drops in. That'll probably score both of them. 1 run and 2. Valdez throws it to second. RBI single for Suzuki, and the Cubs lead by a field goal. That is tough. Again, we're just going to hope the Pirates offense can figure out Imanaga. That is tough. That one was very much a hittable location for Suzuki. So 3-0 Cubs. That'll bring up Michael Bush. Suzuki again at first with just one out. Looks like Davis and Skeens having a chat. All right, mound visit is concluding. Skeens at 83 pitches. Not looking likely he'll go too much longer. Again, only 4 1/3. Skeens looks over at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 87 on the changeup. 0-1 to Bush. Oh and 1. Skeens sets. The pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. It's 0-2. 96 elevated. Bush does ask for time. Again, if you're just joining us, Cubs leading 3-0. RBI double by Pete Crow Armstrong, and then a 2 RBI single by Seiya Suzuki here in the top of the 5th. That is the difference of the ball game thus far. Skeens kicks and delivers. That's downstairs 1-2, 87 on the slider. .86 pitches. Skeens looks over at first. Again, Imanaga, he is being very efficient tonight, as that's downstairs 2-2 to Michael Bush. And it's a shame because Skeens with 8 strikeouts. I mean, that's pretty solid. The 2-2 to Bush. Swing and a miss. Make it 9. But, of course, the 3 earned runs are definitely a blemish. That'll bring up Alex Bregman. 0 for 2 on the night. Skeens sets and delivers. Sweeper in there, and it's 0-1 to Bregman. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it for the 10 joules. Oh and 1. Skeens sets, rocks, and fires. That's downstairs 1-1. One count. The pitch. That's going to be crushed to left. That'll go out of play, though. 1-2. 1-2 to Bregman. Skeens shaking off a lot of pitches. Again at 91. This is most likely his last inning. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He's at 10 strikeouts. But, of course, the 3 earned runs, definitely a blemish. Cubs leading 3-0 over the Pirates as we go to the bottom of inning number 5. For the Pirates will be Jared Triolo, Jacob Gonzalez, and Henry Davis. Yeah, that's 10 strikeouts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, it is 11. I apologize. I did misspeak there. That is 11. I apologize on that. All right, but yes, it'll be Triolo, Gonzalez, and Davis. We'll see if they can get something going. Obviously, yeah, definitely going to be tough. Again, they just have played too many lefties as of late. The teams are lining up lefties against the Pirates. Again, that's not going to really happen much, over the next... they could do that. They could kind of plan out how their rotation would be after the All-Star break. Kind of like what the Pirates did. The Pirates moved around their starting rotation. And that's what teams are going to probably be doing. Or they did, kind of seeing the Pirates on the horizon. But I imagine, of course, it'll all balance out in the end. But yeah, just a rough stretch. Again, 8 of the last 10 games they've played was a left-handed starting pitcher. That's just not something that the Pirates offense is known for. Again, they're 9-21 in those games. Thank you for the subs. I do appreciate it. We're now 10 subscribers away. Santonio Holmes subscribers away from 10,300. I imagine a righty's going to be on the mound tomorrow, but I actually don't know. I did not look at the Cubs starting pitcher for tomorrow yet. Bregman needs to be producing. Yeah, definitely Bregman has been a disappointment for the Cubs. Bregman's best years were in Houston. Yeah, that is very much true. All right, we'll see if the Pirates can figure out a left-handed pitcher here. As again, Jared Trail will be at the plate. It's 0 for 1 today. He's been pitching a little bit better as of late, but that's going to be upstairs. Ball 1. Or hitting a lot better. I say pitching, I don't remember. Regardless, yeah, he's been batting a little bit better as of late, but we'll see what he can do here. 1-0 counts as Imanaga at 53 pitches. The pitch. That's fired in there for a called strike. 1-1. 90 on the fastball. One to Triolo. Imanaga sets the pitch as Triolo fouls it back 1-2 to Jared Triolo. The 1-2, that's going to be a ground ball to first, and he will grab it and step on the bag for out number 1. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 1. Struck out looking in his first appearance. Well, I disagree, AJ. Again, they're 12 games below 500 against lefties. That means they're 14 games above 500 against righties. As that's going to be sent out to center field. PCA is backing up and makes the catch for out number 2. 1 pitch, 2 outs. That'll bring up Henry Davis. Davis 0 for 1. I appreciate, though, AJ for the jewels. W's in the chat for AJ. What's going on, Jay? Welcome on in. It's such a bad thing to have thing as bad as 11 strikeouts a game. Yeah, no, it's really good, but definitely the 3 earned is... That's going to be tough, but yeah. Definitely a good performance. Obviously, you like to see this offense get it going, but... You know, that's just the reality of it. I mean, you just kind of know. It's kind of the same thing with the bullpen. We know the bullpen's not going to be reliable. It's the same thing if we see a lefty. Just hope that the offense can get a few runs. 1-0 to Davis. Pulls back the bunt. It's in there anyway. 1-1 to Davis. One count. Imanaga at 59 pitches again. He's gonna. Looks like he's gonna go deep into this ball game. Barring a change of pace. 1-1. The pitch as Davis fouls it back 1-2 to Davis. And thank you, Callie. Appreciate it. Not a complete team. Oh, yeah, no, they're definitely not a complete team. Kind of already knew that. The 1-2 to Davis. Davis pops it up. That'll be back again. They're still missing 4 guys. I mean, that's just the reality of it. There's not many teams that would be missing 4 quality bats and still able to, you know, hang around. I mean, we haven't seen the potential, the full potential of this lineup in a very, very good bit of time. 1-2 to Davis. The pitch. That's downstairs. Ball gets away. Of course, no one's on to take advantage. 2-2 to Davis. Sorry, Paul. GG's. Two and two. The pitch. That's downstairs. 3-2. 82 on the splitter. Biggest homestand in 10 years. Yeah, I mean, again, I disagreed. 3-2 to Davis. Davis rips this one to third. That is a fair ball, and it takes a interesting bounce Happ with it, and will throw it in. Oh, the bounce again just bounces right to Happ. That is just unfortunate. But hey, a 2-out single again. We've seen a lot of that against lefties. Again, as of late. That'll bring up Jake Mangum, 1 for 2. 1 for 2 on the day. I don't think any team is truly complete outside the Dodgers. I mean, yeah, that is very true. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1. 0-1 to Mangum. Again, runner on first, 2 outs. Yamanaga had 65 pitches. Oh, and 1 to Mangum. The pitch. That's going to be sent out to right. That'll be a foul ball. You think Shota gets 4? Over 4? So he needs 5. He's at 3. He has a chance. I'd say it's a good chance. But that's all you. You got to make that decision. 0-2 count. Shota sets and fires. That's a ground ball right to Bush. Takes it himself to the bag for out number 3. Inning is over. We go to the top of the 6th. Skeen's going to come out for the top of the 6th. It is 3-0 in Pittsburgh. Due up for the Cubs will be Ian Happ, Nico Horner, and Pedro Ramirez. Again, thank you, Stone. Appreciate it for the jewels. W's in the chats for Stone. Need a bloop and a blast. I know, I hear you. We need a lot. We need a lot. We just need to get healthy, and we need to get away from these left-handed starters. Let me actually check it out real quick. Well, I don't want to check it out during the game. I'll have to check that out on my phone. All right, the Yankees again leading 3-1 over the Phillies. The Rays leading 3-0 over the Indians. Astros and the White Sox 0-0. Rockies and the Brewers 2-2. Orioles leading 1-0 over the Braves. Cardinals leading 1-0 over the Reds. A's and Twins 0-0. Dodgers leading 3-0 over the Mets. Rangers 5. Mariners nothing. Royals 3. Tigers 2. Nationals 5. Diamondbacks 3. Giants 9. Angels 2, Blue Jays 6, Red Sox nothing, and Padres 7, Marlins 2. Again, all the results away from the Pirates have went the Pirates' way. So that is the silver lining. Thank you, Stone. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you very much. Doing over 3.5. Oh, okay. Yeah, again, it could happen. Pirates are putting bat to ball a lot, but unfortunately they're not finding hits. Managa's just getting everyone out. Yep. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know, Craig. Again, everyone's losing right now. So it's just way too early to say the season's over. I mean, you just look at the wild card picture. I mean, I just don't want to get into it again, but you just look at the wild card picture, you'll realize that everyone else has their problems as well. It's not just the Pirates that have, their bad bullpen and, they can't hit lefties. Well, the Cardinals, hey, they have their own issues. The Marlins have their own issues. They've lost 11 in a row. The Nationals have the Nationals are the Pirates, essentially. They're the same exact team, except, of course, their logo is different. Padres can't hit. Reds, I mean, they can find ways to win, but they're just not the best baseball team in the world. I mean, everyone has their own problems. Diamondbacks, I actually don't know what their problem is, but they're not too much better than the Pirates because they're only 2 games up. Here's the pitch to Happ. That's in there. Not called a strike. Looks like it will be because Davis challenges. It's going to be 1-2 to Happ. Skeens, by the way, at 95 pitches. So, again, this is very interesting. I mean, honestly, I'm happy he's out there, to be honest with you, because we just don't see, Kelly let his guys go, but it's just kind of like, well, where was this the last few nights with Jones and Chandler? Here's the 1-2 to Happ. That's off the plate, 2-2. this losing streak keeps up, they won't be buyers, they'll be sellers. I mean, the trading deadline is only a week away, so I just don't think that's true. The 2-2, and that's going to be popped up. That'll be a foul ball. I mean, they'll probably stand pat and probably add another arm, like probably one more arm. That's really what I think will happen, and that's it. Not saying that's what I want, but everyone else, again, if everyone's losing and you're still only 2 games back, then you're still a buyer. 2-2 to Happ, the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back yet again. 2-2. Need Gates. We do need Gates. A couple of games can go either way, yep. 2-2. Skeen sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a ground ball to first. O'Hearn with it and steps on the bag for out number 1. Skeen's at 99 pitches. That'll bring up Nico Horner, who is 0 for 2. Just hope that he'll finish the inning. That'd be pretty cool. Would make the ERA kind of respectable. I mean, it'd be a 4.5. We'll see. Skeen sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to left. That'll drop in for a base hit. That might... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there with Kelly. But that is a 1-out single. They have not shown the bullpen. I have no idea if anyone's warming up in the bullpen at all, to be honest. I just don't know. That'll bring up Pedro Ramirez, 0 for 2. Looks like they're going to let him face Ramirez. This is interesting. Skeen sets. And delivers. That's just missing. Davis does not challenge. I think he's correct to not challenge there. Yep, it was just below the zone 1-0. Dylan Cease got 12 strikeouts. Wow, Dylan Cease is really good. Dylan Cease is a solid team. The 1-0, that's off the plate, 2-0. $110 max pitches. I guess so. I mean, it's kind of shocking. I would just like to see this be more consistent, you know. 2-0 the pitch. As that's popped up, Davis will see that become a souvenir. 2-1. He's still on another level than the rest of our pitching staff. I mean, yeah, I guess. That's a tough one. The 2-1, that's off the plate, 3-1. Because Ashcraft, again, has looked like he's regressed a little bit. Last few starts have been pretty rough. Jones is kind of making his way up there. Again, would like to see him. Like, what are we saving his arm for? Like, what are we doing? That just makes no sense. Pickoff attempts. This one on target, but not in time. 3-1. Sorry, Zeno. Again, good luck. Good luck. The 3-1. That's downstairs. Ball 4. And that may do it for Skeens. We'll see. Kelly's going to come out. Kelly has not pointed to the pen. Again, they have not even shown the bullpen. I have no idea. He's not made a signal. He's looking. No signal yet. Skeens says, yeah, I'm done. Okay. All right, Skeens is done. Skeens will not fight for it. I don't blame him. Back-to-back base runners. So that's 11 strikeouts for Skeens, 3 earned, 5 1/3. Responsible for the runners at first and second. We'll see what the bullpen can do. Can they keep it a close game? So we'll see. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, we're 10 subs away from 10,300. We are Santonio subscribers away from 10,300. Again, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Obviously, it's a rough night for the Pirates offense again. Let me check out tomorrow. What is happening mañana for the Pirates? Looks like it's going to be Jameson Tyone and Braxton Ashcraft. So a righty. That's at least something. Tampa Bay has not announced their starter for Monday, and I'm assuming that's the same thing for Tuesday and Wednesday. So we can just hope. They have a lot of right-handed pitchers. I don't remember, really, to be honest with you. But, hey, the Pirates face a righty tomorrow. Just try to take the one. And again, I would, again, if I was told that you can only take 2 games or win the series against the Cubs or the Diamondbacks, it would be the Diamondbacks. Because, again, they are our direct competition. The Cubs, I really believe they're already in the playoffs. I think, again, 58 wins is obviously not enough, right? But projecting that they will continue to play well and they are going to be that 4th spot. Don't see them catching the Brewers. I just don't. But I do think the Cubs will be hosting the wild card for sure. All right, we do have a pitching change. It's going to be Isaac Matson, 4.13 ERA. Opponent batting average of 248. We'll see what he can do. Again, not too bad. Not a bad option, but just don't really know what you're going to get. That's really been the problem with this bullpen. It's just kind of all over the place. And Swanson, again, has gotten on both times tonight. 1 for 1 with the walk. Matson sets. Swanson at the plate. Horner at second. The pitch, and that's going to be crushed to left. That is going to be a foul ball. He had a really good read at that one. 0-1. That's no bueno. 0-1 count. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. Really do. 0-1. Matson sets, looks back at second. The pitch, as that's going to be hit to left. That'll drop in for a base hit. That'll make it 4-0. Reynolds with it. Throws it in. And Swanson at second, running it out. RBI double. 4-0. So Skeens earned runs now at 4. His 5th just 90 feet away. And that'll bring up Miguel Amaya 1 for 1 with the hit by pitch. Sinbin pulling for the Cubs. That is tough. Yeah, it's not my birthday there. Magic, but thank you very much. All right, again, runners in second and third. 1 out. The pitch. Chopped foul. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 to Amaya. Infield is in. Here's the pitch. That's downstairs. 1-1. One count to Amaya. Matson sets, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 to Amaya. Again, runners on second and third. With 1 again. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Skeens just looking down at the ground. Definitely does not look confident. 1-2. The pitch. That'll be hit to left. That'll drop in. That'll score a run, possibly 2. Reynolds gathers and throws to second. It is 6-0 Cubs. As Amaya with the 2 RBI single. That is going to be a tough hill to climb for the Pirates. Matson not looking good tonight. Again, it's just can look pretty good, can look pretty bad. That's just been the Pirates bullpen. At least he's had some good, though. All right, that'll flip the lineup over for the Cubs. That'll bring up Pete Kerr-Armstrong, who's 2 for 3 on the night. Last 7 games, 7 innings pitched, and a 6.43 ERA. That is no bueno. So that's off the plate, ball 1. That ERA going to climb a little bit as he surrendered one of his runs. Paul is not happy. 1-0 count. That's a checks on the runner of the pitch. Showing bunt, pulls back. That's in there, and it's 1-1. Thank you, Callie. Appreciate it for the $2 super chats. I do appreciate it. One and one. Runner on first. Matson sets and delivers. That's fouled back 1-2. 95 on the fastball. And the count again, 1-2 to PCA. Matson leads in, checks on the runner at first. Checks on him again, the pitch. That's off the plate, 2-2. Goes the count to PCA. Again, an RBI double in his last appearance. The pitch. That's popped up. Once again, going back. That's a foul ball. On your ban list. You shouldn't be betting on the Pirates. That is just you're asking to lose money there. 2-2. The pitch, and that's going to be sent to right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Oh, and Valdez takes a bad angle. That's going to make it 7-0, right? No. It will not. They're going to slow Amaya down at third. That is a double for PCA. The Cubs looking to add some more here in the sixth. And that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki, who's 1 for 3 on the night. 2 RBI, single in his last appearance. All you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh. Not a good night. It's pretty fun, though, for a few innings. 0-0. Amaya taking his lead. The pitch, and that's off the plate, ball 1. Matson, yeah, this is definitely a tough appearance for Matson. He sets. The pitch, sweeper away, 2-0. Amaya runs a 6.3 40. Hell yeah. Definitely could see why they slowed him down there, because if he had average speed, he definitely would have scored on that. He prevented PCA from going to third there as well. 2-0 to Suzuki, and that's going to find the strike zone there. 2-1. Two and one. Runners on second and third, 1 out. Matson sets and delivers. That's fouled back 2-2. And it looks like the Pirates are going to bring on their new arm, or at least he's warming up, Ron Marinaccio. Acquired again from the Padres. That's an interesting decision. 2-2 to Suzuki. The pitch. Called strike 3, struck him out. Suzuki can't believe it. Woo-hoo! That is indeed a backwards K. 2 away. That'll bring up Michael Bush, 0 for 3 of the night. Again, runners on second and third with 2 outs. We are crushing them. We are totally crushing them, Proby. I'm fine, Anthony. I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can. Obviously pulling for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate, ball 1. I still, again, I mean, it's a lot of people saying, oh, the team's over, blah, 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 blah. Well, I still, I mean, there's still plenty of season left. Still plenty of season left, but tonight just looks like, yeah, it's not going to go our way. Obviously, when you just can't allow 6 runs. That's a swing and a miss, strike one, and expect to win. All you can do is get ready for tomorrow. 1-1 to Bush. Runners on second and third. Again, it'd be great to see him come back, obviously. It'd be an awesome moment. Just, they just can't hit lefties. As Bush sends this to right center, that'll drop in. That's going to be 8-0 Cubs. 2 RBI single for Michael Bush. That makes it 8-0. That'll bring up Alex Bregman, 0 for 3 on the night. They won't increase payroll to Dale. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. Again, I don't know if that report's even true. So that's going to be upstairs ball. And Matson is clearly struggling. And Matson, I don't know, okaying something. Davis was making his way out there. Not too sure if he's continuing that walk. He is not. Matson saying, okay, no, now he is. Davis and Matson having a word. The under 7. Yeah, the under. Can't believe it. It was not looking like it would be a under at all. Or, pardon me, an over. But obviously that has definitely been hit this inning. Have a new pen? I do have a new pen. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Aaron Rodgers, subscribers away from 10,300. Most likely will be accomplished tomorrow. Matson sets. Looks over at first. Looks over again. The pitch. That's high and in, 2-0. 94 in the fastball from Matson. Matson at 22 pitches. Again, just not a good appearance. Already 3 earned from him. It's just gotten an out. Just 1. And of course, allowed 2 of Paul Skeens' to cross, as that's way upstairs, 3-0. Confusing. How's it going? It is 80 degrees in Pittsburgh. It is a nice day. A nice day for baseball. Three no count. The pitch, and that finds a strike zone. 3-1. Yeah, I spent some decent money on this Pilot pen. Yeah, it's a Pilot it's a 4-pack, 5-pack of pens. So I'm covered for a long time. Thank you guys for that. 3-1. That's going to be tapped foul. Trying to hold up, but he made contact. 3-2. Yep. Though I will say I don't think I'll be writing much during football season. I just don't see that happening. Like baseball, yeah, you got to keep track of the stats. But football, I can kind of show stats on the screen, like at the end of quarters. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. This might just be a baseball or basketball pen. 3-2 the pitch. High and in, ball 4. Just the top of the 6 will continue, whether we like it or not. That'll bring up Ian Happ 0 for 3. 80 with 170% humidity. Maybe not as nice as I thought. Looks like that's going to be it for Matson. Just not a good performance. Matson hiding the glove. He is not happy. Or hiding his mouth with the glove. So again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. It is a 8-0 game. 8-0 game in Pittsburgh. Let's see here. All right, again, with the loss tonight, the Pirates will stay put at 2 games back. They will be the 7th. They're still going to stay in that spot. That is very much, again, Socrates, I just completely disagree. I know everyone's so quick to pull the trigger on the season. But, yeah, it's definitely not over. Obviously, yeah, tough game. But That's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes some nights. Sometimes you put up 10 runs, and sometimes you just get slammed shut. And obviously, yeah, it's going to be it's been tough. It's been tough lately. But again, that like I said, they played. I mean, again, you don't have to like the facts, but the Pirates just aren't good against lefties, and 8 of their last 10 games have won against lefties. That's just the way it is. So I'm very sorry. But yeah, when they play a lefty, do not expect to win. When they play a righty, well, they are 14 games above 500. So you hopefully the bats can wake up tomorrow. Maybe Horwitz makes a return tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I think he'll be back Monday. And we'll start over. That is all you can do. Baseball is 162 games. One game does not decide a season. The sum of its parts does. This game was moving along until this guy. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Thank you, Shads. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for hanging out. All right, Marinaccio, the new pitcher acquired from the Padres, is in. Fires a fastball inside, ball 193 on the fastball, facing Ian Happ. Again, runners on first and second, 2 outs. 1-0 counts. The pitch. And that's going to be in there, and it's 1-1. 1-1 to Happ. One and one. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 count to Happ. Marinaccio looks back at Bush. Here's the pitch. That's downstairs. Ball gets away from Davis, but not too far away. It's going to be 2-2. Here's the new kid. Yep, we'll see how he looks. Definitely has struggled with San Diego. The 2-2. That's in the dirt. Ball gets behind Davis. Davis doesn't know where it is. And it's 3-2. That was more on Davis than anything. A little bit disappointing there. We'll see. I don't know. I'd like to see the replay, but that looked like that was, well, you know, it's not really a good pitch. Inside. Way inside, actually. But definitely manageable if he gets his body in front of it. All right, 3-2 to Happ. Base is open at first. The pitch, and that's downstairs, ball 4. So Marinaccio's first batter as a Pirate is a walk. That'll bring up Nico Horner. Horner's 1 for 3 in this one. It's the longest inning of the series. It is. It has been a very long inning from Pirate fans. And obviously, yeah, you're referring to actual time. But yeah, definitely one of the worst innings all season, which says a lot. Nico Horner at the plate. Here is the pitch. Fastball at the knees. 0-1. 94 on the fastball. Just got the zone there. 0-1. The pitch. And that's fouled back. 0-2. Yeah, the game was moving very fast. It was the 5th inning 50 minutes ago. I'm not even kidding. 0-2 count. The pitch as that's sent to left field. Reynolds on the sliding catch by Reynolds. Good play. Good play by B-Ray. Marinaccio does his job. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 8-0 Cubs over the Pirates. 2 up for the Pirates will be Nick Gonzalez, Brian Reynolds, and Ezralyn Valdez. Man, I feel like I can check over scores now, to be honest with you, but That is all good. Give me a sec as I hoist the chair. And thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, I know it's an 8-0 game. Probably not much gonna happen. Or at least, you know, the excitement for the game has kind of dwindled. But again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We're 8 subscribers away from 10,300. Probably hit that tomorrow, but you never know. Maybe a late push can make it happen tonight. I just don't think it happens. And yes, Anthony, I did. I mean, I don't have it on the... It's actually to my side. My family made that YouTube button for me at 10th K, so I felt like that was more appropriate. That's pretty cool. That's still pretty neat. Still ahead of the Reds. Yep, still ahead of the Cardinals. I don't know. Again, I don't know how the Cardinals are doing. But again, it's still way too early. Like, I genuinely... I mean, I know you're one of those Glock, and there's a lot of people here that do it, and that spam the season is over after a loss. It's just... I just think that is borderline CTE to say that. I just really do. It's... yeah, are they trending right? No, but... Again, there's been a lot of evidence that suggests that they can still make their way into the wild card race. I mean, if they lose tonight, nothing will change. They will still be 2 games back on the Diamondbacks with 59 to go, or 57 to go. Pardon me. And the Phillies, again, last time we were checking, they were losing, so it'd be 3 games back. Like those teams have not clinched, and again, we are not even close to full strength, which we are going to get one bat soon in Horwitz. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. We are Ben Roethlisberger subscribers away from 10,300. So I appreciate that. 2-0 to Gonzalez. Shota, by the way, still out there. 69 pitches for Shota. That was a long break. The 2-0. That's in there, and it's 2-1 to Nicky G. So 2-1 to Gonzalez. The pitch as Gonzalez fouls it back 2-2. Shota shaking off some signs. 2-2 to Gonzalez. The pitch inside almost hits Gonzalez. 3-2. On deck again is Esmeralyn Valdez. The pitch, and that's fouled off of, Amaya's foot. Amaya's down on both knees, favoring his left foot. He is still down, rubbing some dirt on it. He's literally rubbing dirt on it. He's saying it's good. Rub some dirt on it. That's pretty cool to see. 3-2. It wasn't you, Denny. It was not you. I wish pitchers still batted. Yeah, I know. Me too. I missed that. Apparently a relief pitcher for the Padres did it not too long ago, like a month ago. That was pretty interesting. The 3-2. That's going to be a tapper up the middle. Horner with it. Throws to first. Gonzalez beats it out. Speedy Gonzalez with a nice play. There we go. Infield single. That's at least something. Just their 4th hit of the night. Feels like they've had less. They've all really haven't been able to put together hits. That's been the problem. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds 0 for 2. They'll be playing like the 92 Pirates. Oh, yeah. Yep, that is definitely a game I have confidence in. I knew today would be a tough game, but definitely figured there'd be a chance as Reynolds scoops this to left field. On the run is Happ. Happ makes the catch. Sliding stop. Unbelievable play. Throws it in. Gonzalez just now getting back to first. Oh, that is just tough. Good play. Again, the Cubs known for their great defense. That is a example of that there. So Just a high looping ball to left. Good play. All right, that'll bring up Esmeralyn Valdez, 0 for 1 with the walk. Magic Dirt works every time. Oh, yeah. The pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. 1-0. Kind of wish it was me, then at least I could fix it. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I hear you. One and 0 to Valdez. Imanaga sets and delivers. That's tapped foul, and it's 1-1. Well, I don't know. The season's been over for a lot of fans since the 4-game sweep back in April against the Cardinals. So I guess I should be used to those comments. 1-1 to Valdez. Imanaga looks over at Gonzalez. The pitch as Valdez rips this foul. 1-2. Imanaga readies. Looks over at Gonzalez. The pitch as that's hit foul once again. Ryan Reynolds had a game. It's been a while. He's on a huge cold streak. It has been a few days. Reynolds. Definitely the Cleveland series. Looks like it was the second Cleveland game. The pitch. That's way upstairs, 2-2. That was his first at-bat. Yeah, he's been on a cold spell. The entire Pirates, again, it's just been a rough stretch. A lot of lefties they've faced. That's just not their thing. The 2-2, that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Valdez, and there's 2 outs. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 2 on the day. Cones ready. Yeah, we got our cones. They've been ready for a while. Imanaga at 81 pitches. The pitch. That's inside. Ball 1. O'Hearn honestly had a pretty decent read on Imanaga today. Maybe it can happen here. 1-0. The pitch. That's downstairs 2. And again, the first outs. Well, again, he's 1 for 2. First at bat was kind of a screamer to right. Just unfortunate. Down a glove. 103 off the bat. 2-0 to O'Hearn. The pitch as that's hit right up the middle, but Swanson's there to make the catch again. Hit very well. Finds a glove. We go to the 7th. Cubs 8, Pirates nothing. Due up for the Cubs will be Pedro Ramirez, Dansby Swanson, and Miguel Amaya. All right, let's check out some updates real quick. All right, looks like we have some conclusions here around MLB. Some more anyway. It looks like Tampa Bay over Cleveland 3-0. San Diego over Miami 7-2. Toronto over Boston 6-0. San Francisco over Los Angeles Angels 9-2. Washington over the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-3. Kansas City over Detroit 3-2. Yankees over the Phillies 3-1. Again, that's definitely good news for the Pirates, as they're going to still be 3 games back of the Phillies. Again, that is for the second wild card spot, not the last one. Again, obviously the Cubs all over the Pirates here. The Orioles leading 2-1 over the Braves. The Brewers, bases loaded, nobody outs. They lead 3-2 over the Rockies. Probably going to win that one. Cardinals looking like they will get their win. So that would they would leapfrog the Pirates if they were to hold on there. Looks like they will. Astros 3, White Sox nothing. Athletics and Twins 0-0. Dodgers 4, Mets 1. Rangers 5, Mariners 1. Again, there's still 2 games back. It wouldn't change anything whether they're in that 7th spot or 8th spot. All that matters is the 6th. Again, if anyone hasn't done so already, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. I'm pretty sure Proby's joking. He's been probably joking for quite a bit now. Almost at 250. That's pretty good for an 8-0 shutout. That's pretty good. Thank you guys for that. Thank you for your support of the channel. Appreciate it. Again, 7 subs away from 10,300. Pretty good. Pretty good turnout tonight. Pretty good turnout the game. It's unfortunate the game is not going the Pirates' way as Marinaccio fires one outside, ball 1. Ramirez again 0 for 2 at the walk. Here's the pitch, and that's a cutter outside, 2-0. A cutter. Usually you don't see many Pirate pitchers with a cutter. Your cone is melting. Oh, yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Charrington is a demon. I guess so. Definitely the Pirates, as that's going to be sent to right. Valdez cannot make the catch. A little one-hopper there to Valdez. So a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th. At least, again, if Marinaccio can, not allow a run, I think we'd all feel a little bit confident, a little confident in him. That'll bring up Dansby. Swanson 2 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. Doug Hodges, subscribers away from 10,300. Is Imanaga out? I need him out. No, he is not out yet. We'll find out in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. That's high and in. Almost hit Swanson. It's 1-0. Sorry, they're slick, but yeah, we'll see. I think he'll start the bottom of the 7th. I don't think he'll finish it unless it's a quick inning. One and 0. The pitch, as that's fouled off of Davis's face, but he's fine. 1-1. Shake you up. No, you're good. You're good, Jay. No, it's just unfortunate that the Pirates. Yeah, I mean, again, obviously, I know the circumstances going against a lefty, but you still hope that they can get some runs. Make it competitive. Definitely just a tough game, tough series. The 1-1 is Swanson. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 counts. Definitely be back tomorrow, though. I will be back tomorrow again. Win or lose, as always. Again, I promised 120 games, and you will get at least 120 games. This is game number... It's 105, so that'll be 98. Here's the pitch as Swanson sends this to left field. Reynolds is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. He throws it in. Ramirez back at first. That'll bring up Miguel Amaya, 2 for 2, and was hit by a pitch. 2 RBI single in his last at-bat. Thielbar is warming up. He pitched yesterday. Honestly, I hope he would pitch today, because that would mean he will not pitch tomorrow. That would be fantastic. So I do appreciate that. Again, 5 subs away from 10,300. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. Definitely a tough night. Pirates just look defeated. They have been able to, put stuff behind them pretty well. That is one thing about this team. They don't really let the losses linger, as that's chopped foul 1-1. Their longest winning streak, I think, is 5 games. Longest losing streak, I think it's also 5. They don't go on these huge spells often. It's like a win here, win there, lose, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, 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 lose, lose, win, lose, lose, win. That's really what it's been, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. It's been that type of year. That is lost. So there you go. Again, it's like nothing happened. You just advanced closer to the season. It's pretty much, look at that. It's like the Phillies, Diamondbacks, and the Pirates all won today. Nothing changes. Nothing changed. The only thing is the Cardinals might win, and again, they're not in it anyway. The 1-2, that's downstairs 2-2. You don't feel so good? I'm sorry there, Mr. Stark. I'm sorry there, Max. 2-2 count. He kicks and fires a sweeper away. Oh, it was actually a cutter. Cutter with a lot of movement. 3-2. And Marinaccio on the mound, the new acquisition for the Pirates. Runner on first, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Throw to second, and he is safe. Good attempt there on the snap throw. That was a foul tip into the glove. That's probably why he couldn't quite get him. That was a pretty solid throw despite that happening. All right, so 2 outs. Good strikeout there by Marinaccio. That'll bring up Pete Kerr Armstrong, who's 2 for 3 on the night. A lot of bad for sure. This Cubs team went on a 10-game losing streak, still top 5. No, the Cubs are a good team. As he scoops that to right, and that ball is gone. It's now 10-0. 10-game losing streak, you say? Well, 10 runs for the Cubs. That is Pete Kerr Armstrong's 23rd home run of the season. 10-0 Cubs. Phillies lost 2, yep. Pennsylvania took a beating today. They've taken a beating in the last 2 days. All right, that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki, 1 for 4 on the night with 2 RBIs. That was just below the zone, and he's able to get on top of it, or underneath it, I should say. Crank that one out of there. That's going to be inside ball 1. 4 subs away. Thank you very much. Brett Favre subscribers away from 10,300. Marinaccio sets and delivers. That's fouled back 1-1. My grandson said to tell everyone hi. Well, hello there, Bill's grandson. Welcome on in. It is a tough day to be a Pirate fan. 1-1 to Suzuki. Oh, my goodness. It hit him. I was going to say high and in, but no, it just flat out was plunked. So Suzuki will take first. Maybe Marinaccio, pardon me, a little bit shaken after the home run. That'll bring up Michael Busch. Definitely a just tough night. Marinaccio sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 180 on the changeup. Pirates should try not to be so terrible. They should try. It's a good philosophy. We'll see if they're able to put that into practice rest of the game. Not really, though. Again, it's whether it's 1-0 or 10-0, it all counts the same, as that's downstairs 1-1. To Michael Busch. No mercy rule. Yep. It's unfortunate. 1-1 counts. He kicks, he deals. That's in the dirt. 2-1, 82 on the changeup. 10-0. This is definitely a slump. 2-1 to Busch. The pitch, and that's way upstairs. 3-1, 92 on the fastball. Just unfortunate. 3-1. He kicks and delivers. That'll be hit to right. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Valdez is there, throws it in. That is a single for the Cubs as they look to just keep on going. I don't know what it is about the Cubs. They just Seem to always find ways to pummel the Pirates. That'll bring up Alex Bregman, 0 for 3 at the walk. Lau had the night off. He did. He needed the night off. He was really struggling. The pitch. That's a cutter. Just missed. Ball 1. He did need it, though. Lau was struggling. Really, again, a lot of batters have been as of late since the All-Star break. Lau's, though, extends prior to the All-Star break. The 1-0. And that finds the strike zone, but not called a strike. Davis will challenge. He will win that challenge. It's going to be 1-1. Davis with good challenges tonight. I'd like to see this more often. It's a shame. This is probably the best challenge game by Davis, and we're losing 10-0. How does that even work? What in the world? How is that even a thing? One and one, the pitch. And that's a ground ball to third. Diving stop by Triolo. Throws to second for the force. Good play by Triolo for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 10-0 Cubs over the Pirates. Due up for the Pirates will be Marcell Ozuna, Jared Triolo, and Jacob Gonzalez. Cubs are a good team. Oh, yeah. The Cubs are a good team. Well, I'm not taking anything away. Trust me, Norman, I am not taking anything away from the Cubs. I knew they were a good team. I've pretty much said from the very beginning that the Cubs are a guaranteed playoff spot. There are 4 guaranteed spots: Dodgers, Brewers, Braves, Cubs. And that everyone on this list that I did not name is fighting for the last 2 spots. I know the Cubs are good. And unfortunately, I did watch the 2015 wildcard game. I remember the Kyle Schwarber blast into the Allegheny. That was it. That ended the Pirates. That did end the Pirates. Definitely a horrible, horrible game. I mean, it was like 4-1, right? But it felt way worse. Challenges are good tonight. Yeah, challenges are good. Really good. It is a shame. Cubs versus Pirates. I missed it, Denny. I missed it. You took it away, Denny. You did. You took it away. Folks, make sure to stay tuned for a redirect after this. I have no idea where we're going, but we will send you guys elsewhere. He's going to walk to Chicago if we win this one. Nice. Phillies they were projected. I think they are very vulnerable. The Phillies have a negative run differential. That usually tells you if a team is good. I know the Phillies have, they took the season series against the Pirates 5-2, but I think that was more the Pirates bullpen really just letting the Phillies have it. It was just a rough series in Pittsburgh. But no, I mean, if the top guys can't produce for the Phillies, they're done. They just can't do it. I'm sorry, Seema. I know she probably won't like that, but that is my honest assessment of the Phillies. The Phillies, if they make the playoffs, they are a guarantee out. In the wild card. Sweeper away, 1-1. So Imanaga's done. No more Shota. That is now 38 innings of dominance against the Pirates in his career. 1-1 to Ozuna. That's in there, and it's 1-2. Yeah, the Phillies, they are too reliant on their top of the order. If they cannot do anything, you just have to hope that the non-stars can do something. So that's going to be fouled back, and it's still 1-2. Ozuna will save the Knights. He will. He's going to save it right here. 1-2 count to Marcell Ozuna, the pitch. And that's once again fouled back. Assad, by the way, the pitcher for the Cubs. Here is the pitch. And that's once again foul back. Pirates now fighting off pitches. That's nice. Your clumsy thumbs are good. We have to split. We have split with the Cubs, and we've done this to them. It happens. Probably no hit these Cubbies tomorrow. That would be the way it goes. And then everyone's going to say, oh, we're back. That would be crazy. Is that the tapper? Back to Assad. He underhands it there to Bush for out number 1. And just a very reactionary. I don't know. I don't know if I really like that. By I don't know, I mean I don't like that. Just 162 games, just reactionary after every single one. It's just, that is pretty crazy to me. That I will never understand. Jared Trill at the plate, 0 for 2. The pitch, as that's tapped foul, 0-1. Well, I'm not saying they won't be in it. I just think though that they are. I don't know why, but I don't know how they just got. I feel like they're just so much worse than last year's team. Did they really change much? That's a swing and a miss strike too. I don't know. It just feels like last year's Phillies had a legit shot. And then 1 year later, I just look at them and I'm like, man, there's just... It's not even close. They have a good record, though. They have a much better record than the Pirates. Wish I had that record. 0-2 to Triolo. He kicks and delivers. That's a ground ball to short. Swanson with it, throws to first. And Triolo is out for out number 2, and that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, 0 for 2 on the night. Rough night. Oh, yeah. He didn't score in the starter. Yep. Lefty, lefty, lefty. Max Fried, Matthew Boyd, and Shota Imanaga. The pitch as Gonzalez sends this to left field, and Happ will make the catch for out number 3. Quick inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Cubs 10, Pirates nothing. All right, let's check out scores real quick. All right, again, the Orioles lead 2-1 over the Braves. Astros 3, White Sox nothing. The Cubs. The Cardinals leading 7-0 over the Reds. Brewers 7, Rockies 2, Twins 2, A's nothing. Dodgers 4, Mets 1, and the Rangers 5, Mariners 1. Again, the results today have went for the Pirates, so pretty much everyone won in a way. You can just look at it that way if you choose to. Royals 3, Tigers 2. The Nationals over the Diamondbacks 5-3. Giants 9, Angels 2. Blue Jays 6, Red Sox nothing. Padres 7, Marlins 2, Yankees 3, Phillies 1, and the Rays 3, Indians nothing. 2 more innings. Again, I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be having first pitch at 1:35 Eastern, 12:35 Central. Again, I'm here. Win or loss. Win or loss, I am here. So I will be back for that one. That'll be fun. They got a righty on the mound. Watch them, though. They just empty their bullpen out. They have the lefty start. Like Thielbar and everyone that's a lefty in there. I'm not too sure. That would be very unfortunate. Again, it's going to be Happ, Horner, and Ramirez here in the top of the 8th. I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Definitely a tough one. The Cubs will make another run. They can. I think the Cubs are legit. No, I actually picked them to win the division. I mean, I've been high on the Cubs for a good bit. I don't think they'll win the division based on how the season's played out. I think the Brewers are just really good. But the Cubs definitely, I don't know. I think the way the NLDS is going to look, it's going to be Dodgers, Cubs, Brewers, Braves. But the Braves are kind of tumbling themselves. So I don't know. Again, that's what gives the Phillies a chance. They might actually sneak into the NLDS anyway, with the Braves continuing to kind of struggle. That's in there for a cold strike 0-1. Brandon Isert on the mound. He has been a tough watch. We'll see what he can do here, down 10. Can he keep it 10? 0-1. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be popped up foul, and it's 0-2. By the way, there's no more Hap. The Cubs are emptying their bench as Triantos. Or Triantos. He is Caucasian. Triantos. I cannot roll the R's really well at all. I just assumed that was a Hispanic name, not going to lie. All right, 0-2 count. Isert sets and delivers. That's going to be poked to right. That'll drop in for a base hit. Triantos on it first. And Nico Horner's spot is... Oh, that is Triantos' first hits. Oh, congratulations. Triantos' first hit in the majors. Comes here tonight. Could be a future star, folks. Got it off Isert. May 26th, we spanked them 12-1. Means they were the best team today. That's it. That's not October. Exactly, Denny. As looks like we have a new hitter. It's going to be Dean at the plate. It's 0-1 as Dean fouls his back. Isert sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be fouled back 0-2. And thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. W's in the chat for Bill. Oh, and 2. Again, appreciate it, Jay. Thank you for hanging out. Definitely a tough night. The pitch, and that's upstairs 1-2. I'm here till the game ends. Win or lose, we will be here. 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nicer gets Dean. One away, and that'll bring up Pedro Ramirez. Again, barring a continuation of the emptying of the bench. Just paying attention to that score bug. Isert readies. Sets and delivers. That's going to be off the plate. Ball 1. I believe it's still Ramirez. Here's 1 for 3 at the walk. Unless this is a different Ramirez, but they don't have the numbers. So I don't know. 1-0 as that's going to be hit to left center field. That is a screamer. That's still no one has it. Cook now with it. And Triantos rounding third. He's going to go home. And the Cubs lead 11-0. That is a RBI double for Ramirez. So he scores his first run as well. Went through about 40 YouTube commercials to watch this game. That is crazy. It has been a longer game. It's felt like it anyway. All right, so 11-0 Cubs. Runner on second, 1 out the pitch, as that's going to be foul back 0-1. 0-1 count. To Dansby Swanson. The pitch, that's high and in, 1-1, 90 on the fastball. So yeah, Isert again allows another run. Can't even really be mad. Again, everyone's allowing runs tonight. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 85 on the slider. One and 2 counts. Swanson taking his time. Is Isert a pitcher? He is a pitcher, yes. Again, the Pirates not known for their pitching. 1 and 2 count. Isert kicks and delivers. That's downstairs 2-2. Swanson again 2 for 3 of the night with an RBI. Scored 2 runs. 2-2. The pitch. That's off the plate. Oh, he called him out on strikes, but Swanson's going to win the challenge. 3-2. I wouldn't say I mean, it's not a misdiagnosis. I didn't say we'd win this game. I did not say that at all. I did say we'd win one this series, though. Well, I didn't say that. That was my thoughts. Again, 2 against Arizona, 1 against Chicago. Those are my internal thoughts. Hoping for 4-2 in the, the homestand. But 3-3 was kind of where I had it. As that is popped up, that'll get back into the crowd. Still 3-2. But 3-2 counts. Yeah, you're not going to call me a kid. 3-2 counts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. And it's still 3-2. Just ready for this one to go, honestly, at this point. Ridlin, how's it going? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. The 3-2 to Swanson. Called strike 3. Struck him out. And there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Miguel Amaya. 2 for 3 on the night. Bring back Leyland. Yeah. All right. Again, Amaya at the plate. Runner on second. 2 outs. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be sent out to right center field. Valdez will make way for Cook. Cook makes the catch for out number 3. The top of the 8th is over. Go to the bottom of the 8th. 11-0 in Pittsburgh. 2 up for the Pirates will be Henry Davis, Jake Mangum, and Nick Gonzalez. No, I appreciate it, Joe. I know. I'm sorry, Joe. It's okay. I mean, I don't mind. It's just like, yeah, it's frustrating, right? You don't want to get punched in the face 11-0. But, it's just sometimes the chat that just sends you over the edge. It really is. It's a shame, I really enjoy it. But unfortunately, I used to say it's 99% of the chat is great, and I've lowered it to 90%. I can't. It's just it's kind of like the problems in life. It's like the 10% of society ruins it. And that's what it is. It does make it somewhat unbearable sometimes. But yeah, it's just the way baseball is. I mean, you play 162 games. Not all of them are going to be winners, and especially if you're a Pirates fan, you know that. I just don't understand the eagerness to count the team out, especially when we've legit been out of plenty of at this point we're usually out of it. Usually we're like 15 games below 500, but tomorrow we'll wake up and we're 1 game over 500, and we're just so quick to end the season. But I appreciate it, Bill. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Your support is appreciated. Everyone's support is. But yeah, sometimes I feel a little bit too much support in the chat, I guess, with the chatty. No, that's not what I'm going with. But yeah, just the negativity. It just weighs on you so bad. That's why they say social media, it's toxic, it's bad for you. Well, YouTube is social media. It has definitely soured my view of the season, despite it being a great season for the Pirates. Sometimes it's just too much. All right, we're back, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Definitely, I don't know. I don't want to make people upset, but I don't think I can guarantee 2027 Pirates coverage. It has nothing to do with the Pirates. That's going to be down and away 1-1. We'll just play it by ear, but it definitely can be very frustrating to read some of the comments. That's crazy. That's upstairs. 2-1 to Davis. Davis again 1 for 2, batting 1. Entered the game batting 172. Again, those numbers are improving. They are improving for sure. 2-1. Assad kicks and fires. That's, oh, and it hits him. And that is not good. Again, the Pirates already thin at catcher. Endy, of course, still out. Hopefully coming back soon. Just hope that Davis will be fine. So he's jogging down to first. It appears that he's okay. But he did react pretty bad to that. It hit him in the hand. Oh, my goodness. And that was his catching hand. Oh, my. And that is no bueno. Because then you're left with Rafael Flores. Actually, no, you don't have Flores. Oh, it's the other guy they just brought up. I don't even recall his name. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. 1 for 3 on the night. Use the block button. Yeah, I need to go back to that. I mean, I cleaned up the community when I was just on a blocking spree there in, like, June. Might have gotten too soft. I think I got too soft. We'll have to start doing that again. You're correct, Miss Lisa. I appreciate that. Actually, no. Lisa had the 3 Musketeers with... I don't recall the names. I apologize. 0-2 counts. Who was it? Bill, Ben, and Zach. Here's the 0-2. That's a ground ball, foul ball. Still 0-2 to Mangum. Oh, I hear you, Stuck. I appreciate it. It's like number 255. Thank you, Bryce. 0-2 to Mangum. Again, runner on first, nobody out. I can't remember who replaced Flores. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Mangum. That'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez, who's 1 for 3 of the night. The one time he got a hit, I did not bring up Speedy, so we'll just leave Speedy here onto the side. That's a catcher, not a belly scratcher. I guess so. Again, I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you very much, as that's going to be sent out to right field. Backing up and leaping grab against the wall. Suzuki stumbles, throws it in. That was hit well, but unfortunately finding a glove against the wall for out number 2. That'll bring up Billy Cook, who replaced Reynolds. Again, it's not like I haven't been critical. I've been very critical of the team, but just, I don't know. I think people are critical enough to where I don't have to be anymore, essentially. But they just take it too far. Take it way too far. You know, it's like these fans are used to 90-win seasons. Last time I checked, the Pirates are not a perennial playoff team. So that's going to be down and away 1-0. Let's go on, Sean. Welcome on in. It's been a tough day. It's been a tough day for the Pirates. Assad sets and delivers. That's in there, but not called a strike. He's going to challenge, going to win it. It'll be a 1-1. By the way, it's not Billy Cook. This is Reynolds. So Pittsburgh Sportsnet doesn't know what is happening. But clearly, neither do I. This is Callahan. The pitch to Callahan. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 86 on the changeup. Don't show Speedy, yeah. That's an interesting point, Max, as far as the pressure. That's not a bad. We'll keep an eye on that. Here's the 1-2 to Callahan. That's in the dirt, 2-2. Thank you, Norman. I appreciate it. I do appreciate you, man. W's in the chat for Norman. Definitely. No, again, this is definitely the best Pirates team in the last 11 years. Like, that's not even close. 2-2 to Callahan. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Obviously, they're not looking like it lately. We go to the top of the 9th. Chicago leading 11-0 over Pittsburgh. Due up for the Cubs will be Pete Crow Armstrong, Seiya Suzuki, and Michael Busch. Yeah, I mean, again, if the Cardinals win, I mean, if they're still 1.5 back, it's not really a big deal. Appreciate your coffee. Yeah, I think I heard you screaming just a few seconds ago. So, thank you very much. Real Bill, appreciate you, man. I've been to a lot of sports channels. This channel is the best. I really appreciate the love of the Bucks here. Losing is tough. Winning can swallow. I hear you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. I do very much appreciate that. W's in the chat for Bill. Again, you know, I don't know. It's just like there's 162. Like, how can we be so emotional after one game? Like, yeah, am I happy that we're losing? Oh man, yeah, I'm so ecstatic. You can definitely tell it. But what's going to happen tonight? All right. So after I plug in all the numbers, the Pirates are going to fall all the way back to 2 games back. Oh wait, they're already 2 games back. So like, what's the damage? The Cardinals moved to 1.5. Okay, well, they're still 1.5 back from a team that we're chasing. So we're both chasing. I don't know. I just think, I don't know, the lifelong Pirate or baseball fans, not Pirate fans, baseball fans, you'd think they would have a little more sanity. You know, not react after every single game. Like, I get real life is horrible and you want your entertainment to go your way, but I think it's just ridiculous. Call Penn's games? We'll probably call Penn's games after the football season. I am still learning the game of hockey, but I did call a little bit last year, and I did have a good time, and I really started to love the game of hockey. It is much better than expected. So, yeah, I'll cover a little bit of the Pens, especially if there's no baseball at the beginning. Then you can pretty much guarantee that I'll be covering the Penguins. But I am not an expert on that. I still don't really know much of the players. I know the popular ones, obviously, like Crosby, Malkin, you know, Letang. But outside of that, I do not know. As Callahan lobs one in there, it's a strike. So when Callahan, by the way, has appeared in 3 games, 0.00 ERA. There actually has to be a discussion at this point if he actually needs to pitch a serious inning or two, as that's fouled back 0-2. No, I hear you, Craig. Again, you know, it's just they're playing lefties. We know what the team is against lefties. You know, it's just not good. They're going to be 9-22 after tonight. You just can't expect them to win against a left-handed pitcher. If they win, hey, that's awesome. If they lose, well, the sky is blue, the grass is green. Oh, the Pirates lost against a lefty. Just add that to the list. That's upstairs 1-2. Oh, the bullpen blew another game. Just add it to the list of things that you should already know. 1-2, the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Shallow left on the run is Triolo and Mangum. Mangum sliding catch. What a play by Mangum. I know they're down 11. That was pretty cool. By the way, that was Michael Conforto, not Pete Crow Armstrong. So the best pitcher of the team is Tyler Callahan. That'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. Unless, of course, they empty their bench. I'm not too sure. Favorite sports cover, the NFL. I love the NFL. Police are coming on the field in Columbus. What the heck? What happened there, Rob? That's crazy. That's going to be lobbed downstairs 2-0. Assume we could get 10 back like happens. I understand that, but we're not 10 back. Because that's Heinen almost hit Suzuki, and it's 3-0. It's 3-0. Now Pittsburgh talking heads. Why fans are being like this? Well, it's been like this for a while. But no, I mean, you shouldn't even been listening to the Pittsburgh talking heads. There aren't many that are actually good, as that's chopped foul 3-1. I promise you, I can get on the air with these guys, and I would be the dominant figure. I promise you I would. I know it's kind of an ego there, but I would be more entertaining because, I mean, again, I'm kind of limited to a broadcaster role here. Entertaining, correct, and just would force them out of a job. I guarantee you I would. They're idiots. Most of them, anyway. 3-2 to Suzuki. The pitch. Called strike 3. Struck him out. That was outside, by the way, but it doesn't matter. He got him. And that'll bring up Michael Busch, 2 for 5. 2 for 5 on the Knights with two RBIs. There's a brawl. That's crazy. Coffee Beans, thank you very much for the Jules. Trying to catch up on chats. Can't win them all, boys. Definitely cannot. Definitely cannot. So that's downstairs 1-0. Madden gets fans. Well, the person I like is doing this. All right, well, I'll have to talk with Mark. So that's going to be a ground ball down the left field line. That'll be a base hit. Mangum turns and throws to second. So Bush gets on. That's his third hit of the ball game. I will have to talk with Mark. No, I don't know. It'd be cool, though. That'll bring up Alex Bregman, 0 for 4 at the walk. I'm definitely considering, I'm not going to lie, I'm definitely considering reaching out to some notable figures in Pittsburgh, as that's going to be flown out to left. That's going to be caught there by Gonzalez in shallow left for round number 3, just for some advice on sponsors. See if they know anything. All right, we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 11-0 in Pittsburgh. Let's go. Let's go. 11-0 final score. Probably there, Mars. See what you feel. I don't know. I kind of like being the traditional guy. Again, the show with Rhino, you're going to see a little bit more of the other side. You're going to see more of that side. I don't know. The analyst, a little bit more wackier version. But thank you for the subs. I appreciate it. We are Jeff Reed subscribers away from 10,300. Again, I do appreciate that. The goal was to get to 10,300 by at the end of tomorrow. We have honestly had a very great performance channel-wise, not Pirates-wise. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Maybe we get one last push here before the game ends. But I do thank you guys. Great night. We had 32 subs, I believe. 33 subs. Thank you very much. That's great. John Frenchie Fuqua, if I remember. All right, Braves and Orioles 2-2. Cardinals 7, Reds nothing. Astros 4, White Sox nothing. Twins 2, A's nothing. The Brewers 7, Rockies 2, Dodgers 4, Mets 1, Rangers 5, Mariners 1. Final scores again. A lot of stuff went the Pirates' way today, obviously except for this one. Royals 3, Tigers 2, Nationals 5, Diamondbacks 3. Again, that's 1. Giants 9, Angels 2, Blue Jays 6, Red Sox nothing. Padres 7, Marlins 2. Again, that one went the Pirates' way. Yankees over the Phillies 3-1. That one went the Pirates' way. And then, of course, the Reds over the Indians 3-0. It does appear that the Cardinals are going to shut out the Reds, as that's going to be sent out to center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. So that is Esmeralyn Valdez. There we go. He gets on base. First hit in a while. So good stuff. All right, that should bring up Billy Cook, though I'm not too sure. I don't want to trust them anymore. They let me down last time. It is Billy Cook. Billy Cook replacing O'Hearn. Again, had a really good read on Imanaga. Unfortunately, they only found 1 hit. The pitch to Cook as he sends this to second. That's going to be a double play. There's one. No, he will not make the throw to first because Cook is busting down the line there. Good stuff by Cook. That is a fielder's choice. All right, this is the backup catcher. I forgot his first name, but it's Ross. There we go, Ross. I wonder if this is his MLB debut. I'm not too sure. But Ross is at the plate, 1 out, 1 man on here in the bottom of the 9th. Again, 11-0 ball game in Pittsburgh. Assad kicks and delivers. That's inside, ball 1. Joey Wagner stopped by DK's live show during draft week, and DK was extremely supportive. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I wish I lived up there, because then, I don't know, I feel like things would work well for me, as that's going to be sent out to center field, and that'll be caught there for out number 2. The Pirates down to the last out. That'll bring up Jared Triolo, 0 for 3 on the night. Tomorrow's a must-win. I don't think it's a must-win. I mean, yeah, you want to win, but I mean, again, like must-win to me is like the season is on the line. And again, the season is not on the line here in July. The pitch, and that's chopped foul 0-1. I mean, you can doubt the Pirates. You just can't say the season is over, like, because it's not. It's just, like, that's my problem. It's like I see it over and over and over. I've been seeing it since April, okay, that the season's been over for the Pirates. Over time, it gets to you. Like, earlier, I didn't really, like, whatever. Like, it's just a bunch of idiots saying the season's over in April. But you see it for 3 months, when, in fact, the season is not over, that they're 2 games back with 57 to go. It's like... you have to question who you're talking to. Are you talking to a bot, or are you talking to a real person? As that's called, strike 3, struck him out. The game is over. That game is over. The season is not. So, yeah, the Cubs kicked the Pirates' butt today, 11-0. The season is over, I suppose, right? Is that how it works? Thank you, guys. 10,300. The season's over. Just don't even tune in. Just there you go. That is my attitude towards it. But it's not over. That's the thing. We are still... Look at that. We got to 299. Probably because I made someone mad. But anyway, the Pirates, despite how the score went today, they're still going to be 2 games back. The Cardinals, again, will move to 1.5 back, so they'll move in front of the Pirates. But, again, it's still the same situation. They're still 2 games back. So not a big deal. But yes, ideally, yeah, you want to win tomorrow. Obviously, you go into each game wanting to win, hoping they will win. But 1 loss in baseball is not the end of the world. So yeah, again, they'll be facing their first righty since Garrett Cole. The Garrett Cole game we did win. So again, keep that in mind. The Pirates have just had a string of bad luck as the opponents have run out all their lefties against the Pirates. But again, expect that to not be the case a little in the future. Again, they had the teams, again, after the All-Star break, reset their starting rotations. And keep this in mind, they reset them looking at the Pirates. That's how dominant the Pirates' offense has been. But again, they know their weakness. What is their weakness? Left-handed pitching. Even with getting shut out, the Pirates are still the 2nd highest scoring team in all of baseball. And I know it's like, again, you want to roll your eyes. Well, what just happened? Well, again, just remember that they're bad against lefties. And they're not going to be facing lefties every single game. Anyway, I do appreciate it. It's going to be okay. You and Joey aren't out here slinging hot takes or acting like reporters. You're just calling the games and discussing news that's already been reported. I don't think there's any problem with that. I got you. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Again, like, I'll be probably more like during the Rhino and Delay show. I mean, you'll see more of the, the analyst version. But yeah, during games though, like, yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. My job's to call the game. That's probably what I'm best at. So thank you again. But I don't know. Again, I'd like to think that the show with Rhino and I is gonna help out, show that other side of me, and I think that could be pretty cool. All right, well, I do appreciate it. Again, I do. Thank you guys. You guys all have a great rest of your nights. Hopefully, again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're just going to put you in a timeout. You won't get to comment tomorrow. I'm just, like I said, if you just doing it to test me, then I'll start testing you guys once again. But good night. Yeah, you guys all have a good night. Like I said, I will try to redirect you guys, as always. Again, always trying to share the love and support I've received. And I very much am thankful for you guys. And, of course, again, my fellow networking streamers that have just, again, have really opened a lot of doors for me. But, all right, let's go ahead and let's do the Pittsburgh Pirates one this time. Haven't really done that. All right, you guys have a great rest of your night. See you tomorrow at 1:35 Eastern, 12:35 Central. Pirates-Cubs, final game of the series. Pirates trying to salvage the series, just trying to get one. They can do it. Catch you guys later. Good night. Stay tuned for some more sports coverage.
story to tell. Every seed holds a dream somehow. The bridges stand like they always have, watching generations pass. From April days to October hopes, we're chasing every chance we have. Hear the crowd begin to sing, feel the energy it brings. Raise the Jolly Roger high, let it wave across the sky. Every pitch and every play, Pittsburgh pride won't fade away. Black and gold, we're standing strong through the highs and all the long nights. We'll be here with Dr. Delay. Raise the Jolly Roger today. Whiskey takes the mound, the crowd comes alive. Fastballs blazing as they fly by. Ashcraft battles with the fearless heart, bringing the fire right from the start. Randall keeps the lineup moving along, steady and strong when the game's on the line. O'Neal Cruz can change it with one mighty swing, sending moonshots where the outfielders dream. Brandon Lowe brings power when the moment is big, finding the gaps and delivering jacks. Ryan O'Hearn steps in, ready to fight, helping keep the offense rolling all night. Spencer Horwitz strikes through every at-bat with the coolest bat flips. After the fact, Nick Speedy Gonzalez is flying around, turning base hits into extra ground. Connor Griffin's future shines bright, a young bucko chasing the spotlight. The next generation is coming our way, building tomorrow while winning today. While winning today. We've waded through the storms, held on through every year. Still the city fills these stands, still the voices persevere. Through every